Hello and welcome back. We are going to be continuing the France run that we started yesterday morning. We started 2 runs yesterday, a Brazil run and a France run. I figured I would continue the morning run in the morning and the evening run in the evening or something like this, and maybe do something like this. Still experimenting with 1.5. It's really not very stable. You can brick runs entirely, it seems, and so... or 1.5.1 specifically, but we do have all these new unique companies and also unique interest groups, and specifically France seems particularly OP because they get a unique interest group in the Industrialists, which gives plus 20% state construction efficiency, which is insane. This is just a ridiculously strong bonus. You know, I don't even know how to unpack, like, I mean, like, the next best bonus might be the trade unionist manufacturing industry throughput, but this isn't just 10% throughput. So many of your buildings will already have throughput that this doesn't really represent, like, a 10% increase. To be fair, you have state construction efficiency in a lot of places, but, like, I mean, I just think that this is, like, as a bonus, is a bit obscene. Probably going to make a comment on their feedback Discord, or the feedback section of the Discord for Victoria 3, because I think this is just super overtuned. I also don't necessarily know what the reasoning behind this is. Good morning, Paul, as it is. And so, you know, this is kind of one of the unique things. France also does have a few unique companies, you know, that we can potentially be using, and maybe we will kind of go into that. Not Rio Grande. Generally, they seem to be regionally clumped. And so we're just kind of looking for where's the French clump. I think we're not using any of the unique French companies. And we have interest in a lot of places, and so this is not... They all have, like, unique names, but we see Wallonia, Flanders. This is the Belgium one. We do want to get in there eventually, but there's some Rhineland ones. We're just looking. I know there's a French wine one. I think this one might be a unique French one. No, that's Constantine. Well, this is a French one, isn't it? So this one is kind of an interesting one. After we get Constantine, we will be able to do that. I think that this is one, requires Burgundy, which is interesting. Plus 5% assimilation is an interesting modifier, because if you stack a lot of assimilation, this can be something interesting. This is also a French company. I think that this one is, state region is Burgundy, getting the steel mills up. But this seems far worse than the generic steel company. The generic steel company, I think this is also French, but you know, railway and steel mills, that's actually pretty decent. Resource ones will be better, but this is the generic steel one, and it also gives 10% state construction efficiency. 6, it's big number, daddy, that's me. I don't understand why they made France so strong in what's probably the biggest period of decline. I think that this bonus is just so overtuned. You could have easily made it half. I still think, actually, to be honest, even if it's just 5% state construction efficiency, doubled to 10, it's still probably insane, right? And so, yeah, yeah. Will Annex Belgium early be new meta? I think the Belgium ones are solid. I don't think they're BIS, though. Like, best in slot. And so, the metagame is interesting to evaluate, but Belgium might be one of the easier ones to go after is the thing. You know, relative... I think annexing Greece will be super meta. There's 2 Greek companies that look pretty good. They're maybe not as good as the Belgium ones. You know, and, I mean, maybe... This requires that we have Beijing and coal mines, and doesn't require that it's, does it have to be incorporated? It has to be incorporated, but, like, I think that this one is very strong, the Kaiping Mining Company, so going after Beijing is still going to be meta. This one requires, no, that one is, requires this be a certain thing. I think, is this the one? Yeah. So this is the one we're thinking of. I think in general you want at least one resource, and this is probably the strongest Belgian one, right? And I don't know if this is, like, worth going after specifically, especially because you're going to eat a ton of infamy going after Belgium. Like, this Norland one intrigues me, because it's going to give you plus 40%, but it's probably just not as good as one of the ones that gives steel, coal, and iron. One of these is probably just better than Norland. You know, just thinking about where, because you want some place that's also easy to take, you know, in terms of thinking of it. There's a Peruvian one that seems pretty good, if I recall correctly, that gives like infrastructure, railway throughput, and something else. And so this one's pretty good. Holy smokes, that's a long list of companies. Yeah, there's a ton of companies. I'm assuming they're going to improve the UI for this and make it, you know, kind of better. I'm so excited to play this patch once it's bug-free. Me too. I mean, I'm excited to play this patch right now, even though, like, we crashed, like, 15 times yesterday. It was not nice. Also, we popped this rev, like, an instant before getting guaranteed libs. But this means that we can really push in census and universal suffrage really easy if we wanted. Probably do, right? Because we can demarginalize the trade unions. They're super loyal to us right now. We're just gonna kind of take a quick look. We would rather be on exploitation, I think, so this is one thing we could do. But while we're revved like this, it would probably, actually, let's do total separation while we're having this religious revolt. It's unlikely, I think, we swap sides here. The revolution did not seem to get very many troops. We seem to have majority of the troops, a lion's share. So far, I mean, they're mobilizing up quite a bit. We can't really sway anyone because I'm pretty sure that he wants to transfer, yeah, Alsace-Lorraine, which is not amenable to us. So we'll see what it looks like kind of at the end. We're still waiting for all of our troops to kind of get back here. But, I mean, maybe this is actually looking a little rough for us. Well, they're mobilized up to 90. We should be okay. And this is kind of our second revolution. Really, kind of, the revolution mechanic is a little unpredictable, but we will create this as the new strategic objective, because we do want to push into that right away. Unfortunately, we lost Rhone in this rev, but it is what it is. Maybe 2 megabyte update fixed the crashes. Maybe. It was a small little update, but we loaded from an earlier game. You know, if we crash... Speak of the devil. Okay, so... That run's probably dead then, huh? Shit. Okay, well, we'll restart the client. Just thinking about what we're gonna do then. Probably need to, Alright, we're just gonna put the runs dead, and we're gonna have a thing. So the Brazil run was not dead. We could go for an earlier save in the France run, but, you know what? I think we should start a new run. And so we gotta find someone that we want to play as. If anyone in chat has suggestions, we'll take a look. But I think we do want to. Paul's the update might have fixed the crashes, but it might have fixed the crashes only in a particular way, which is that it might have fixed. Is my stream lagging? It might have fixed it such that you don't the problem that causes the crash is the problem that causes the crash initially no longer happens, but that problem might have already occurred in our France run. They changed military technologies? No, they haven't touched the military techs right now. They're trying to implement a lot of things. I think we're going to have a little bit of a... Let's have a little bit of a vote as to what we play. We'll hover over France right now because they're clearly OP. But let's kind of... let's see. People want Belgium. We did Belgium for a while yesterday before our run got bricked. You want to see Belgium again? Okay, Belgium will be a poll choice then. We didn't really even get off the ground with Belgium. Belgium seems to have some companies that are pretty solid. I was thinking some options might be Russia. We didn't have Russia in the polls. EIC maybe? EIC might have a little bit of a struggle. We gotta put Japan in the polls, so let's do a little poll. Start poll, who play as? Who play as? And then we will put Belgium, Russia, EIC. Actually, let's put Qing. Qing hasn't been an option. I said it was off limits yesterday, but realistically, I'm not going to do the Qing meme run until, or not meme run, testing out something, so we'll do something like this. Portugal, I see. EIC, embrace the pain. Russia go Soviet. So I don't know if we get that deep. Your Belgium run died barely after a year, so yesterday doesn't count. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And we'll see exactly how things go. While you guys are voting, we'll just kind of, cruise through the companies again. Because I think that this is kind of the biggest thing. Several countries have unique, interest groups. I guess perhaps the most notable ones are obviously the Industrialist one there. But Great Britain gets some interesting looking ones as well, with plus 50% authority on their petite bourgeoisie, which is kind of a big modifier, and 5% bureaucracy, so that seems particularly strong, and 15% loan interest rate instead of 10%. So their petite bourgeoisie, the old lady of the streets, is going to be particularly strong, and they, like, going... you might even want to stack, like, assimilation modifiers on the UK. UK is probably pretty interesting. We probably should have had them in the poll. Let's see how the poll's doing. Looks like kind of close between Belgium and EIC, so we might run those off. But also from them, we get the Anglican Church, which a few have this, but the company throughput bonus, when you're having a company apply to, like, 6 or 7 industries, this ends up being just, like, 10% throughput on a whole bunch of stuff, which seems particularly strong. So going a conservative sort of UK can make a lot of sense, I think, because you're valuing the church and the petite bourgeoisie, but the problem is okay, well, we're going to need to discriminate in order to make the PB powerful, right? And so this is going to create a little bit of problems. Man, the poll is so close, with the exception of Xing. Nobody wants Xing. So maybe we redo it without the Xing, and kind of take the results of that. Of course, you guys are kind of more Belgium heavy. Let's see. Russia go Soviet. Have you tried USA on this patch? USA, I actually practiced with USA a little bit last night off stream. I do want to do a USA run for this patch, and so we've done a little bit on that. I see EIC is kind of pulling ahead of Russia a little bit. We're going to redo the poll without Great Xing, and then kind of accept the results, whatever they are. So a 3-way runoff between EIC, Russia, and... Although, we probably should have had UK in the poll, but Belgium. Alright. I do think the metagame will continue to be going after gold states down here. Like, I think this is the super meta, but I think protectorating and dominioning people out is not going to be as good as it was before. Russia, Vodka Monopoly. Vodka Monopoly does not seem like a very good company, but it is the Russian one. Is there a good way to empower petite bourgeoisie other than standing on old PMs? Yes. So, you can discriminate. Okay, so, if you went ethno-state, right, then only people who are of, your primary culture get to vote, right? And this means that only they get political power, and the PB is weak because only your primary culture is eligible for PB. So being higher on the ethno-state is going to make it easier to do this. So, like, ethno-state UK might be reasonable. Now, I don't know what you do for religion specifically, but the problem is obviously you can't accept pops if you go ethno-state. And so you're put in this weird sort of position, where if you go ethno-state, you can't convert the pops. You want to convert the pops. You want to be able to assimilate pops to primary culture. But to some extent, you can try and stack assimilation modifiers as well. And so maybe, like, what you do... I don't even know how you try and stack assimilation modifiers. There's a few, but, like, there's not a ton. And so, like, the old lady of the streets refers to the Bank of England, if anyone was curious. Freak in the streets... banker in the sheets. Okay. Elected bureaucrats for petite bourgeoisie. You should have done ranked choice. I don't have an ability to do ranked choice voting with the with the technology available to me. It looks like EIC is first, and then why is EIC just absolute crushing the second vote? I guess everyone who wanted China, their second is EIC. Small country meta, except you have to have a company level 10. I think they're going to change that, or the company has to be level 11. But we're going to double check the EIC. I don't think we have any unique IGs. Influence, aristocrats, normal. I suppose we're not checking their malice. Normal. Interestingly, Brazil does have 20% plantations throughput, so Brazil might be the best for growing agrarian. I still think it's probably not good, but just something to note. Capitalist, normal. Ooh, we get work ethic. That's not normal. That is hot. Company throughput bonus. Now, I'm guessing that this goes away if we ever go India, but if it doesn't, if it stays with us, this is interesting, because going India and getting a company throughput bonus seems actually pretty strong. That's kind of normal, and do we get, yeah, just a normal looking bureaucracy. So we are here. We do have a moderate, but we can't exile him because we're presidential republic, right? Yeah. So this is kind of the EIC is a little bit of a rough start. Also, there's like a lot of stuff you're supposed to do on the EIC start that I'm maybe not familiar with. We could go even more slavery. Let's see, no police. Dedicated police is not insane, except for it's going to cost like $1 million bureaucracy. I think we don't mind colonial exploitation here. We have a lot of pops in incorporated states, but if let's take a look at our institutions. We don't have any institutions. It's going to cost 1,200 bureau. And so the question is do we want to pay 1,200 bureau for the ability to colonize? If we do, we kind of want to move around our interests a little bit. We're going to do something like this. We do have some boats, so we can make some boaty moves. And so I think we're going to want to... And we're in the UK's customs union at game start. So there's a lot of stuff to unpack for the EIC, so... yeah. Any change for Sokoto? 1,200 per institution? Oof, yeah. I didn't notice any change for Sokoto, but I didn't take a close look at them. Other than, the market access price indicator, the MAPI, which affects all local prices and pulls them, pulls prices away from the market price and to local price. So this 30% of the price is informed by local price. This significantly disaffects countries like Sokoto because of their start. But we see that we have no active research. We have railways, but we don't have the most important... Wait, why do we have 70 MAPI? Hold the phone. Pump the brakes. Why do we have 70 MAPI? Oh, traditionalism. I was like, why do we have 70 MAPI when we're on stock exchange? Yeah, traditionalism is the absolute most horrifyingly bad one in existence now. So we might even go agrarianism just to try and get off traditionalism faster. Unfortunately, our people don't like that very much. We really want this guy to die, to be honest. If we make these guys upset, we can't even stand down. Man, this is uncomfortable. So I think we just tell him to shove it, right? No one's even demarginalized. I think we're going to make him really pissed, force a rev, and let Mummy help us out, and keep revving until we can get out from underneath this. And so we're going to go for, like, tenant farmers as soon as we demarginalize anyone who can pass something that they hate. I guess we'll go for professional army, and we're just going to try and rev here, kind of as fast as possible. Is going to be the overall game plan, and also decrease their clout and this sort of thing, because we just have to get through that. Let's see, as far as tech goes, wow, we start with all the tier 1 techs. Beep beep, everyone knows the rules. You beep once, you beep twice. I think we're just going to go water tube boiler first. Unfortunately, we don't really have very good MAPI states. I think the best one is down here. I think the best one is, yeah, here we go. This is the one state we have that has both coal and iron. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but we're going to slap down a whole bunch of construction sectors here to get things rolling. We are in the British market, so we can kind of, be a little bit aggressive with turning things up. We also notably have a level 11 logging camp. This level 11 is going to be reroll moderate guy. It can't. You can't exile him because he is also... George Eden is also the Chancellor, so we can't exile him. Otherwise, we would re-roll him. Beep boop, yeah. This would be the way. So why don't we actually also Why don't we rename the title to Swapping to EIC? Also, don't want to mislead anyone. So we're gonna want to build there. Yeah, we can't re-roll him. We definitely just want to get him out, and we don't have a cloud situation where that's possible. Can we charter any companies currently? We can charter a lot, and so this is gonna give us throughput on these buildings. Radicals influence, radicals standard living, convoys. Let's see. We're probably gonna get the most. Let's do this one, or let's just do that one. Sure, fine. Fair enough. We do get a couple unique ones, I think, but we don't have access to them just yet. So we will be getting them eventually. And as far as tech goes, I think we are going to go water tube boiler, but then we're going to look to actually push for pan-nationalism. And so we're going to need to do a lot of other laws, so something like this maybe. Or actually, let's just start with egalitarianism. Actually, maybe we go water tube into business banks, where we get another company. Yeah, this seems fine. And then modern sewage is also going to be a really good tech moving forward. Kind of a bit of a winner. I think I might record that a little bit later today. Beep squared. This guy knows where it's at. Alright, we have to spend authority and stuff. Alright, let's do decrees. Let us do road maintenance here, because that's where we're going to be building for the time being. We are going to also... we're not going to crank up the taxes just yet. We're going to look to push stuff. We're going to increase mill wages. Actually, let's not increase mill wages just yet. Let's do some consumption taxes. We're going to do services, luxury clothes. Sure, why not? Opium, you're telling me. Let's avoid the liquor. And something like this, and then maybe, I mean, it's interesting, we could promote social mobility in North Bengal and Delhi. In terms of our share of population, they are pretty green, but I think it's not quite enough. I think when you're doing the Sikh Empire, doing it on Punjab's real good, though. And then, diplomacy, improve relations. Let's improve relations with a couple boyos, and then, be on our way. Actually, no, we should just declare war initially, right? And so, Andhara, I think that this is our entire state, but we're just kind of taking a look here. We're looking around to see if there are any subjects that have decent mappy states, and if they are, we're going to annex them first. Don't really see it. I do know we need to go after the Sikh Empire at some point, and it's part of forming India. And we kind of want to get started on this right away. So let's actually check our ledger. I was definitely not prepared for an EIC run. So we have consolidate colonial rule, and it has to be owned by company or its subjects, company or its subjects, company or its subjects, with several of these. And avert mutiny is a different one. So Sind amongst these. Sind is amongst these, and so we're going to just subjugate Sind here at the start, I think. Actually, let's take a look at Burma's state. Anyone have coal? Bueller, does anyone have coal and iron? That's kind of where we're looking. Alright. Kind of none in the, or sorry, steel, or need coal and the other stuff. Alright, we're just going to make these guys protectorate. That's probably not terrible. We do want to get our infamy decay rolling, because if you're not using your infamy decay, you're losing it. You know what I mean? EIC has westernized tech? Yes, they do. This is the way. So we see a moderate, a pacifist, and a slaver. We're going to recruit the moderate, but we might fire him immediately after. So this guy's a moderate. I think we're going to retire him, because we don't care if they get super mad. And this guy's a moderate. This guy's a royalist. We kind of care more if the other guys get mad, but this guy's a slaver. Pacifist, moderate, kind of okay with what we got set up. We're going to mobilize him, deploy to front, deploy him to this front, and go after them. I think we're about ready to unpause here. You know what? I think we actually just want to... How much... We're going to build this here. And then we're going to look to crank up the iron mines to a sufficiently high level to support this. Could we go iron frame from the start? Almost certainly not, right? So we're also going to build tall in North Bengal. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this to get enough to put down a decree for road maintenance in North Bengal. Yeah, I think I like this. And then in North Bengal, because we're part of UK's market, we can turn stuff up a little bit more aggressively. We're going to put a couple of these construction sectors, but these will be on iron frame buildings. And so this is going to be how we expand the construction initially. It's mostly minting. That makes sense that they're getting. Yeah, let's actually check our ratio on that. Yeah, it's roughly a third, which is normally what you get when you have a shitload of gold. We can sway someone, don't really want to. War reps, we love the double war reps. Maybe that's been fixed, and open their market. Kind of expecting it back down, and then we will go after Brunei, mainly to get... Oh, we're already adjacent to Great Qing's market. Also, it doesn't matter, because of who he is. That's true. Pro army is kind of moving along here, and the rural folk have become... so we have a little bit of a decision point here. We can go for a homesteading right away, and proc a revolution really fast. I think since we managed to bink a consideration, actually, okay, if we don't have a war rolling, I think it's so important to get off of traditionalism now. We're actually going to cancel this, and instead we're going to put these guys in gov, and try and pass homesteading, which of course will cause the landowners to rev, but we don't really care if they rev, and then we'll just conquer North Borneo, I think. Here. Yeah, I think we'll still have access to enough military to conquer them, and, Mummy will help us out. This, of course, really will rev us. You think Nam has coal? We need both coal and iron. I was flubbing my words there, but we do need, like, both. Here, we're gonna... Oh, we start with... Oh, okay, we forgot to change all of our PMs to, like, reasonable-looking ones. So we'll do that. Not even using the dye workshops when we're producing dyes for the rest of them. So, that's terrible. Leaded glass. We are in the UK's market, so we really can swap out on everything at game start here. And so this will help us out quite a bit. Yeah. Filing cabinets. Let's go. Atmospheric engine pump, which will eat their coal, and of course, privately owned on the fishing trawlers. We don't want them to have pop attraction, so we're just going to do stuff like this. But we 100% do not care about a bunch of stuff. We are going to get water tube progress. I'm meaning to examine the math. Someone said that the math doesn't check out for, that versus just taking the throughput, but it's surely a function of, like, how valuable the throughput is in terms of how big you are in this type of thing. Plus 30. I don't think we're using that many mill goods. We will take a naval invasion on here. We'll land with our smaller guy. We'll get a smaller malice. Beep boop outside. We love to hear it. And then, I guess we'll take that. But really expecting to get this revolution soon. But hopefully we get in on this first. I think we'd rather have this first. Still get expanding out the construction sectors here. And then we're going to look to swap everything to iron frames in on Hara. So we're really going to look to push this up to level 11 specifically. Mortality, let's do that. And so that'll feel good. You could Dominion's sin since we don't have a truce. Can we? We will try and keep that in mind. I think we're going to pop the rev before that happens. So, vultures upon the carcass. Yeah, be like that. Except we don't want them to get... Yeah, we're just going to take that one. The minus 5% bureaucracy is not the end of the world. We are going to want to relatively early crank up in North Bengal, which is not... Oh, where's our capital? Is our capital South Bengal? It is South Bengal. And we can't move our capital, notably. You can only move capital to places that share we can't, we have a truce with them because they backed down. You can only move your capital to places that share a primary culture, and our primary culture is British. So we can't do that. So South Bengal is kind of stuck in as our capital. We already have paper mills here, so I think that we will also look to expand universities. I don't think we have any level of universities, and yeah, we have the journal entry for the universities. To reform the Indies, we do care about this. We have to get off on that, and then Punjab, Kashmir, Baluchistan, Himalayas. Do we care about this? I think Himalayas. I think we care about this. We will just need to get them as a subject. Why can't we declare on them? Do we not have the strategic interest in the Himalayas? We don't have the interest in the Himalayas. We do need to get Burma as well. So let's try and make them a protectorate. Hopefully this doesn't kick us over 25. It does not. And so we will do this, and we will mobilize and put on the front. And revolution's now upon us. And with the revolution upon us, we are, of course, a little bit sad, but, you know, a little bit don't care, because Mummy's going to help us. Unless the game is wildly different at this point. Okay. And then, this kind of bricks what we got going on. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple construction sectors here in the capital, in terms of our queue, and just let things continue. Actually, kind of a bit of a bummer that we lost Nagpur. We should have thought about that. We should have built up only in the capital. This would have been a little bit preferable. Wait, where's Mummy? God damn it. I thought they auto got called. I guess we have to sway. Fair enough. Just noticed Seek Empire Devout bonus gives more conscripts. Oh, that's interesting. Have you been streaming all night? Yeah, I haven't stopped. Alright, so... Oh, did Mummy abandon us? If Mummy abandoned us, then we have a problem. And this run start doesn't work anymore. My understanding was that we could do this, that it was not against the rules. Okay, I don't know why Mummy abandons us in one instance and not in the other, but, you know. Far be it from us to, question Mummy. It sucks because they're gonna delete the construction sectors here. I should have thought that one through. We're not legitimate, but, ooh, we have an abolitionist who is going to... Do they have a movement? They want to ban slavery, so we could try and ban slavery right away. Can we reform the government to be legitimate, though? Not with the rural folk in it, because we can't decrease taxes enough. We can decrease taxes a little bit, but not enough to make this work. Damn. I mean, this is the best we can do currently, but after the cloud gets kneecapped, hopefully we can get this through. Really wish this guy was, actually, will he... I believe the abolitionist supports getting rid of... Yeah, he supports getting rid of, serfdom, so let's put this guy in government. Let's do this. Yep, I understand. It's not like we can be legitimate anyways. And then let's give this guy grant leadership. So now we have an abolitionist in charge of them. And let's see if we can reform the government. Nope, we can't. But if we decrease the taxes 2 notches, which is kind of fine because we don't really have very much expenses, and taxes don't really do that much for us right now, we will see that we have 23 legitimacies, so we will kind of come up on fairly quickly our ability to do that. We are pushing... yikesy. It seems like also the AI can do stuff asymmetrically that you cannot. Mummy doesn't have the best front assignments. That is not something I considered. Now, whether or not Mummy can win the war is, I suppose, a much different question than whether or not Mummy AI can win the war. And Mummy AI might not be able to do it. I checked the Burma war. Oh... Okay, I just checked the wrong war. That makes sense. I think their capital will be Delhi, if I'm not mistaken. It is, so we'll designate that as the strategic objective, although we are going to be focused in on Burma here. I suppose we need to find the Burmese capital here. The capital is Burma. That's not a surprise. And we'll do some of that, and we'll just kind of wait for Mummy to enforce on these guys, these bad people. Actually, I mean, we're going to eventually assign to fronts. Some of our fronts are getting occupied, the ones that Mummy's not helping out with, basically. And we do want to keep some semblance of construction going. I mean, I think that going level 5 uni is not insane. We're also going to need to get some construction sectors more. We're going to upgrade some of these, relying greatly on, you know, not the local coal, but, yeah. The stream started 30 minutes ago. Lies. I've been going all night. I never stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't stop believing. So they're a protectorate. Now our troops should... Oh, I love it. They reassign automatically. Tremendous. We only have one front. We do need to push it. I think that... Oh, we can enforce them below 0 just by... We don't even need the capital. Fantastic. Thanks, Mummy. And are we able to enact homesteading at this point? No. Our legitimacy hasn't rose. That's unfortunate. Now it rises. Hey, let's go. Let's go, baby. Can we get another tick, please? Please, please, please. We're doing the lowest taxes. Please, please, please. You guys want to just FF this, or what? Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they will have deleted a lot of the buildings here. Oh, they kept the construction sectors. Hot damn. But they turned them up to iron frame building when they don't have any iron? That's psychotic. That's an interesting choice. Bold choice, Con. Let's see if it plays out for them. So, that's kind of the current situation with that. We are going to want to use those companies. Water tube boiler is nice. It's actually probably not that nice for us, actually. We probably should have just gone for the second company. But after this, we will be mainly pushing society text. Push it. I suppose dialectics is not insane. Well, we don't have that many unis, but we're probably going to build the unis up. And now we have a decent shot at getting homesteading. And we can we do this? No, we cannot. And this is kind of the most legitimate thing we can do. Too legit to quit. Let's see if we can invite an agitator. Not a very good one. Okay, so we'll just continue with homesteading with our current setup here. Except we might increase taxes a little bit back to kind of a baseline level and look to expand construction and turn off this absolutely psychotic, well, actually, nope, we're not turning down. We turned down for no man. Yeah, we can't quite do that. But now, let's try and do something like this. And let's, of course, fix all of our PMs, because they're all broken now. Because of our revolution. Oop. We also can't click buttons, so that makes the game a lot harder. The truth hurts. Metal Lodi. That's true. I don't know what that means. Probably shouldn't have said that's true. I jokingly say that's true, a little bit too much, perhaps. We've only crashed, we haven't crashed on the new run yet, but why don't we take a little bit of a save, just in case, right now, you know, we get ourselves into a little bit of trouble, and we want to kind of come back to this run. Really haven't done a deep EIC run, so actually kind of excited about this, a little bit. You know, I've only done a little bit of superficial testing on the EIC. Baby, you know me. Okay, what is... Alright, fair. And what is next? Okay, we do want to do this. And get down a decree. Road maintenance. There we go. And then, what is next? We have 82 construction. We're building out some of these unis. I think we can cancel that. Don't hate these ports. Do want them at the back, though. Don't think we need the naval base at this current point in time. Okay, so let's pin our journal entries as well. Consolidate colonial rule. We need Punjab, Kashmir, Baluchistan, Himalayas, etc. Okay, mostly etc. So we're going to declare here, declare down here, and we are going to go after Nepal. Now we have access to all these guys. Okay. So once we have an interest there, we'll declare on them. Hopefully we can get through homesteading while these guys, while the idiots are kind of, hopefully we don't have to rev twice to do this, is what I'm saying, basically. We'll look to get the double war reps. You love to see it. And open the market, I guess. Expecting them to back down. But we are just trying to consolidate our rule. I don't think we need this government admin in an immediate sense, and I would rather work on this iron mine. Really look to push those up to level, a sufficiently high level. We have to get to level 11 before we can use the iron mine company, so this is why we're really just pushing these here, specifically. Super hard. That's true. Clip it. Yeah. November maybe is when the beta ends. It's supposed to be, we have another 3-week push, and then an update, and then a 3-week push, and then release, is my understanding of what their plan is for the open beta. Now, we got Burma, so we got to get Kashmir, Baluchistan, Himalayas. Do we need all the... Do we need Tibet? I don't think we need Tibet. I know Sikh Empire actually has a really big army, so we kind of don't want to fuck with them at this point. Because we can't raise any conscripts. Any resident EIC people in here? Baby, you know me. Baluchistan. Pakistan. Oh, did we make a mistake? I thought we only needed to Sind. I didn't think we needed any more of Persia. If we need Macron, we have to actually conquer it now. Nope. Any residents? Is this all part of the state? Let's take a look. They all have logging, and I think these are all part of the same state. So let's subjugate Bhutan as well. I think we will pip the... Oh. Popular playwright. We are going to take an Ackman chance, I think. I really want to get this one through on this iteration of what's going on. Already the landowners are starting to rear their ugly bugs. We might even do this. Actually... We are gonna... We don't do this too often, but we're gonna suppress the landowners. Which is only gonna slow them down, but we do want them a little bit slower. Slower on the uptake. We could, of course, increase taxes, so we're not too worried. We're looking to continue to expand construction. Once we finish a bunch of iron mines, we will. You need Nepal, Bhutan, and Sikkim. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, but thank you. You don't need Tibet, thank God. In my experience, EIC beats up Punjab even without conscript. Punjab's just weaker. I mean, if you play as the Sikh Empire, you can definitely beat the EIC in the first war, so... When do you plan to do independence? After we have... I actually don't know all the journal, like, nonsense, but my understanding is we need to rush pan-nationalism first. That way when we get released as India. But I actually don't know this super well in terms of like what needs to be done here. Just trying to play my cards, right? Gotta know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. 55% chance on homesteading is pretty nice, but our clout is getting eaten up by the landowners. You see they're coming on up, and they are pissed. And George Eden's still in charge, so I don't think we can have him step down with the current situation. Yeah, we can't have him step down, we can't exile him, we can't do nothing about that. He's moderate, he's spineless. He can no coal, that's true. Oh, we do need someone in charge of this. Slaver, oh. But this is going to cause problems. I wish we had a political movement. It's a shame we don't have a political movement for getting rid of it. If we had a political movement, well, we might invite this guy. If we had a political movement, we could, to get rid of serfdom, we could still pass through it. But actually, you know, we're going to want to get rid of slavery, too. We're going to just invite that guy. Armed forces are getting bellicose? Sure. We'd rather they get the political strength than the landowners. We are seeing we are starting to finish out these iron mines, so we're going to swap everything to iron frame, which of course is going to cost money. Now here, how are we doing on infra? Still have a ton of it. Okay, so I think we add the construction sectors out, we fill it out. Homesteading, please. Please, please, please. Let's get it. You can't no coal. Slavers are just better, right? Just fight better. Slavers just fight better. I don't know about that. You know what? Maybe we decrease taxes right now. We have money, and this gives us a little bit more this, which helps us to pass laws faster. We alternatively could keep the taxes high and float bureaucracy. Why don't we do this to kind of make up some of the cost? And Seacom, we're going to protectorate these boys. And then just kind of hope that they back down. Let's check our infamy. 13, we're in good shape. You plan to do USA guide for beta or live stream? I plan on doing recorded videos for the USA, which is why I'm not touching the USA on stream. I mean, we did a little bit of practice to the USA, but I have plans that I think are going to be funny, and they would be to some degree ruined. Alright, we got to consideration, so here's to hoping that we can get through on this. We are also consolidating colonial rule. We need, after this, I guess we just need the Sikh Empire, right? Let the procession go ahead, my guys. This is a little bit spooky, though. We might have to fight the second rev, which is kind of not exactly what we'd want to do, but perhaps what we deserve. We do see that we now have 11 iron mines, so let's come in to the companies and get rid of that company. We've had enough of that. We want this company. We might have more textile mills such that that actually would have been better, but we kind of want to move in this direction. So we now are going to want to build tooling workshops here, put these on auto expand, and put these on steel tools. And then we're going to want to put a steel mill down here, and that's going to be like 6 infra. Something like this. UK hasn't declared their war in China yet, right? Ooh. We're gonna try and keep 2 interests there. Unfortunate that the UK does kind of fill out that. The feminine order. Let's see, dependence income, state penalties from turmoil. We'll just take this, but this is looking like it's gonna be a second rev, which is... Ooh, we got onto adoption. Are we gonna get lucky rolls? One time, streamer luck? Put army into government? Why do we want the army in government? Is it just a little bit more legitimacy? I guess it is just a little bit more legitimacy. Fair enough. Let's do it. So we just gotta... I would like to avoid revving, if we can. I mean, state penalties from turmoil, Malaysia. Yeah, we'll do that for now. It's looking like we're gonna hit another rev, though, which is not the end of the world. Hopefully we can declare a war before we rev. Okay. So, do we need anyone other than the Sikh Empire here? No, right? That's it? That's all we need? That's how we will be consolidated? I think we want to go after Zulu, though. So let's conquer that state before we get a chance to tick on our rev. Mommy would be willing to help. And here's probably a rev, but we'll see how our tick goes. When you have a hammer, everything's a nail. God, I hate that this is an option. Minus permanent approval is just like so backbreaking. Alright, we'll take the... Here's the coin flip for the rev. Alright, we didn't rev. I wonder if we can get this homesteading before. Man, a race against time, surely. A race against time. Which one hits first? The enactment? With the coin flip? Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? Ooh, baby, we're so good at this game. Alright. That'll kill their clout. You know what's interesting? At the very end there, we probably should have refunded our bureaucracy. That's kind of funny. We're really not getting too much money from that stuff, to be honest. You know what? I think that... How much are we getting from this? 1K? That's... I'd rather pass the laws faster, to be honest. 1.9? Yeah. Yeah, let's pass laws faster. So now, we have a movement for slavery banned. But we would rather get off traditionalism. So we could go agrarianism with the help of the rural folk. We really want laissez-faire for the extra company, though. And the trade unions... Problem with is that the trade unions are marginalized here. Oh, what's this about? But are the trade unions going to stay marginalized? Is kind of maybe the question. I don't know the answer to this question. Why don't we get rid of slavery right now? Which, of course, you know, re-triggers a revolution. Tick. And then look to, if the industrialists get demarginalized soon, look to get them kind of helping out. We're gonna send our 28 stack here. Something like this. What the fuck? 4 out of 5 private allocation? Baby, we got such a big IP. Baby, you know me. Let's... North Bengal's probably going to be where we build second. We're road maintenancing there. We're going to add a bunch of construction there. And then we can kind of let, since we have the 4 million reserve, we can let them take a lot of it and just kind of be in relatively good shape. Covert agitation, you're telling me. Loyal above all else. Sure. Surely this guy's clout falls, right? Because we got the... This guy, I think, likes not slavery, right? The rural folk in general don't like slavery. Yeah, they don't like slavery. So, why don't we do this instead now? Oh, I guess they don't like particular kinds of slavery. Fair enough. Let's get that. Let's get that bread. Is there any way to not... Yeah, I love that the private queue can actually take over all this, and it's just building a million tooling workshops all over the place. God bless. think we would rather them be here, but this is not a big deal. We're gonna put this on auto expand, condensing pump. Put this on auto expand, engines as well, motor industries, auto expand. Yeah, this is on auto expand. Put this on auto expand. Yeah. Maybe we have to slow them down, but this is going to increase the radicalism on the thing. So this will just be temporary. It's not going to increase the radicalism, so. Tools are the thing. So we have a ton of places with like farms, and they're expanding tools right now is really nice. And it looks like we're going to get in here pretty comfortably. Let's see the consolidated colonial rule. I wonder when we can do... We don't want them to get more political strength, so we'll just do that. It looks like we're gonna have to fight another rev here. What is this about? What do you want? They want the cars outside. Ban slavery in Jaipur. We're just gonna give in to this, obviously, and hope they don't make this primary. Wait, why can we add this to primary? Why can we add this to primary against ourselves? That doesn't make sense. But we're fine with banning slavery in Jodhpur. That's the only primary demand. It's not reducing our autonomy. Mummy, why you have to be like that? Why you have to be like that? And they could do it now, even if we have good relations, which is a little bit of a finger in our pie, so. I guess we do have to be careful for that one. Mummy betrays, give it immediately. Yeah, exactly. That's thinking with your dipstick. Okay, we're on consideration. So, wait, why can't we... Oh, do we just have to take each state? There's Baluchistan, Kashmir, so we just have to take each state, I guess. God, that's kind of obnoxious. We just gotta raw dog take the states. Because we can't subjugate them. We won't be able to subjugate them anytime soon, yeah? So, these are our available companies. I think we go for this one. Well, actually, we have 27 textile mills, and we have 99 opium plantations. And we have... Oh, this is just probably better, yeah, in the short term at the very least. Getting the throughput on all of this. But... I really wish we were one power rank higher. That way we could subjugate them here. Which we can't. So we just take their states? God, that seems like sucky. Conquer Punjab, Kashmir. That's gonna be 60-something infamy. Well, I guess we have 14 years, huh? So we can just take Punjab now. And then maybe even subjugate them after taking Punjab, and then we'll be fine. I think this rev is imminent, so let's take a save also, because a lot has happened, and we don't want to have a bricked run. Maybe research egalitarianism and just jump proportional tax. Let's go full uni. We can't afford full uni yet because our investment pool is draining really fast. We're effectively at minus 72k right now. I think we're just gonna conquer Punjab though. Actually, 100 battalions. Do we win against this? Army power projection of 440, 280. I don't think we win that at this point in time. Also, I think we want to let our infamy decay a little bit. If either of these guys have gold, I think we do annex them, but they have gold. They have gold in Transvaal. like kind of mildly disappointed that they had gold. We're gonna move like all of our army, or a big chunk of our army, over 2 units because we're gonna rev here in just a second and have to fight the second rev, which is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? I don't think there's a way for us to prevent this, and Mummy will provide. Mummy will help us. It sucks because we're like so close to it, but O City of Plenty, the party will never end. Oop, that's message settings. Yeah, Mummy will provide. It's the song of the... There's kind of what we were looking for to maybe deal with the Sikh Empire. I think we put these on our regulars, because the AI seems to be able to use those against us, and we can't use them ourselves, so... I don't think we like that. It's not a very big rev, though. Okay, so... we'll have this here. All the clicks. Surprisingly a little bit stable, though. I mean, we did just swap to skirmish infantry, so we're actually... I thought about moving some of these guys off, but since we just made the swap, probably not going to be that great. Slavery band, let's take a look if we can maybe massage the clout. No, but we do see the Industrialists, so we're going laissez-faire next. The best economic system of all time. More construction in Japan runs. Yeah, that's the only thing that the key players want. Japan, I don't... Did we make Japan an option in the vote when we were playing, deciding what we play? Also, I don't think there's enough Englishmen for universities EIC. We need to educate the slaves. I mean, for a good amount of universities. This might be true. I'm not sure exactly. But we're going to kill this rev. Ban slavery. I love it when Mummy provides. Mummy does provide. So now, we need to get the Industrialists in. And they're Republican, so I'm guessing... Oh, can we not... What can we do? God, we hate that. We hates it. Okay, we're gonna see if we have any agitator help now. We can put the abolitionist in charge now that we've... This guy actually might retire, though. He should retire, so we can look for... And maybe we just have to wait for the industrialists to come up. That kind of sucks. Go national militia, that'd be really bad considering levies don't work. We can go public schools right now, I guess. That would kind of probably also suck. Well, maybe now's the time to go universal suffrage. Yeah, because the landowners hate our guts anyways. We just get to get this in. And now, what this is going to do, though, is going to absolutely... Oh, no, you can't do this when you're on traditionalism still, because then the rural folk get way too strong. You can go cultural exclusion. I don't think that's going to help us very much. We could go rights of assembly. Property of women. Migration controls. Yikes. I think we just wait. Unless we could want to go proportional taxation. But we have to get... Yeah, never mind. We can't do it. We can't do it at all. Isolationism. Alright, we just chill. We wait for the clout to come up for the boyos. So that means we will want to, let's also increase this back up and then add in some consumption taxes again. God, they give us like nothing. We're not using the authority right now, but we're gonna use it in North Bengal eventually. Actually, we do want colonial affairs. Okay, this is fine. Let's do this. We can probably just do resettlement, so we have enough guys. And let's actually decrease the taxes a little, and then we are gonna need, yeah. I think I like this. Voting. Yeah, the problem with voting is if you're on traditionalism, or this is, from what I remember, if you're on traditionalism, and you do any sort of voting thing, you get super cucked by the rural folk just getting like unlimited power basically, and they're not happy with us. So It'll be harder to get the industrialists. It'll be harder to go LF if we do the voting now, is what I'm saying. Although, we could go wealth voting. Actually, no, yeah, landed voting or wealth voting would have made a lot of sense. Maybe we should have done that. Because the rural folk would... Or did the rural folk still get too much power? I can't remember. We're going to reset our production methods, though, but I do think we want some of this action. I think we want some of this, too. That guy's probably going to retire soon. We annex these guys, and you're good. No crashes since we started a new run, so that's kind of nice. So we're going to do this. Let's clean out the queue. I guess we don't really care about these government... We're going to need these admins soon anyways, actually. Pretty badly. Can we reform the government to something a bit more legitimate? Nope, not really. Okay, so... Yeah, we also would have been able to exile our spineless moderate. So maybe that would have been better. We're going to take a look through and make sure all our PMs get fixed. And we also see, we're not actually even... Wait, why are we producing, like, no grain? Okay. We're going to set this up. We want that rice. We're going to put it on auto-expand in North and South Bengal, I think, because we are going to be building here at least some degree. And rice is OP. Yikes. We'll focus hardwood production. The UK can eat our hardwood. You know what I mean? Lathes. Precision tools. That's all correct. And we, of course, are building tall here. And with kind of what we've done, maybe we want to up the logging here. Let's add a few, put them on auto-expand. And then let's put this on auto-expand too. I think we do want a level 11 to unlock our unique interest group, so that'll be good for us. We're going to enforce on Transvaal here. And, God, we're going to proc another revolution. Can we make the rural folk a little bit more happy? That would be super nice if we could do that. Oh, these guys are pacifists. We should have exiled them before this. God damn it. We should have exiled before. See, this is one problem as well. Exiling before would have helped. That's unfortunate. I don't know if we want to incorporate or not. We're just going to continue on. We could take a load here and exile him, and then we wouldn't have this huge rev like brewing, because these guys are mad, but I think it's not that big a deal. We'll just fight another revolution. Actually, it's probably better. This guy retires. If we can also make a legitimate, like, industrialist, like, if we can put the industrialists in and have them be legitimate, then, in any kind of way, then we would so want to do that. Which we could almost do. So we might not even end up passing colonial exploitation here, or resettlement. We're losing a lot of money. That's fine for now. Let's see. Are we available? Nope, because we used our cooldown. But we have Jingoist. Kind of just take a look at what we have. Okay. We could swap this guy out for a royalist. Quick load. People like the load. Okay. It does make a pretty big difference, and we have the exile available, so... Unless you guys want to see revving. Mommy, England will save your regime, don't you worry. Oh no, I already clicked the load button. We in the load. Alright, exile. Smell you later, alligator. Oh, we get a protectionist. Hell yeah, brother. That's so good. Actually, I think that means... we don't even want to go colonial exploitation anyways, because the protectionist... Oh, the protectionist doesn't like LF over traditionalism. Rip the dream. But he doesn't hate it, so that's good for us. Let's see. We're trying to remember what exactly we did. I think we set up some construction here, and we put this on auto-expand, and... that's coming on up. I think we do want to try and get the level 11 steel thing. Yeah. The best company seems to be the level 11 steel one. So, but it's gonna be, we don't have enough steel demand locally, so we're gonna try and up that a little bit. So that'll be our Q, which now that we've seized a lot of control over it, we are hemorrhaging money. And let that guy retire. And we'll just pass laws a bit faster. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, all the PMs got fricked. Alright, fair enough. We get... What do you get when you reload? You get what you fucking deserve. Clicking. The truth hurts. Gonna need those. Oh, and then we also started the rice expansion. Rice farms are overpowered. We're gonna build a lot of rice farms. Yep, you do get what you deserve, huh? Let's take a little bit of a save here. Time to beloved interventionalism, baby. No. We are not going to choose the one that does not give you a free company. This is not what we're doing. This is not what we're about. This is not how my mother raised me. Okay? This is not how my mother raised me. Let's check our infamy. Yeah, we're pretty infamous. We can just chill. I think we gotta take Punjab relatively soon though, actually, and then probably just chill out after taking Punjab. We're on skirmish. Actually, maybe we just take Punjab now. We did just save. Let's just save. See, one thing we want to avoid is them being swayed by becoming a subject, especially by the UK. That would be an incredibly obnoxious sway, or something like this. Yeah, it's a little psychotic. We're just gonna take Punjab here, and then we're gonna super chill out for like forever. Can we sway mummy? What do you want? Transfer subjects? Transfer all this? Don't think we want to do any of that. Obligation? Don't know. Don't know if that's worth. I think we also win this, because we have skirmish infantry. So, I think we're just gonna fight it with skirmish. And just take Punjab from this guy. And then chill, and then subjugate him in a couple years. Because we only have 13 years, we do want to make sure we get everyone under our thumb, and I think that's what we need to do here. So, interventionism is hidden OP, bro. Bruh. The thing gives you a freaking, LF gives you, laissez-faire gives you a company. Especially early on, when you don't have a lot of companies, that's so good. Potential companies. Now, we could take a look at kind of our unique company that, there's a unique one for us that is a bit interesting. I think it might give tools. I forget exactly what it was. I wish the organization UI on this was a little bit better, because we're looking for, like, we kind of know what we're looking for, but we don't know how to find it. Oh, this one. Tata. Private construction allocation, max construction progress. It's a bit of an interesting one. Yeah, this is going to have a hard time in playing up. I think we're going to push this up here, though. I'm just going to try at least. And then we're going to let private take over quite a lot. Oh man, we're kind of hemorrhaging money. But we could expand construction. We have a lot of tax capacity that we're not using. But like taxes really don't yield us a lot right now. Currently. We're cruising on up on being able to... I mean, traditionalism is so bad, though. Maybe interventionism actually is the way here. Alright, looks like we can push. Colonial resettlement is kind of coming on through. So we're gonna need to find places where we have really negative tax malice. I think we're gonna build here mainly. And then would love the auto queue to pick up these rails here. Actually, I think we'll leave them to that. Because we do want our IP to drain. And then where do we need interests? We have a declared interest in Zanj. That's not going to be useful for us. And so we're going to declare it in the Andes. Because it's still Bolivia and Peru, so we might be able to get that sneaky, get a little bit of a sneaky one off on them. Before, a little bit of a meta strategy. Let's edit the title. A little bit of bummer that the France run's bricked, but I think that I'm guessing that the patch that they dropped was fixes this, so. Alright, nice. Nice suit. We are going to want to add some of these. And I think, I mean, we specifically want to add them in places where we have where we have infrastructure and relatively high levels of these things. I think this will be enough that we won't be running a deficit no more. And we're going to establish some colonies here. Also take a look here. Modern sewage, love it. But then after modern sewage, I think we go for Quinine. And then we maybe look to push pan-nationalism. So we go nationalism. We might want to go dialectics before nationalism. So why don't we just kind of have this set in? I think we might want more boats, to be honest. So we can have another interest. Okay, we can't do it through this UI. South Bengal, let's build some. What the fuck, though? Okay, we've been paying for boats that we don't have in navies. That's kind of obnoxious. We're gonna have to downsize a lot of them. Damn it. Are we paying for army that we don't have in our thing? Regiments. 96? This looks like 96. I mean, I didn't do the math, but it looks like 96. It's pretty annoying that they can conscript and we can't. Dedicated police force. Really not looking to pass that. Oh, these guys not pushing because they don't have a thing? God damn it, dude. These guys are short. We'll take the moderate. We'll fuse this guy with the 4th East India Company, or actually just... Oh my god, they didn't swap over to skirmish. That is a little bit of a problem. These guys are on line infantry. These guys are on skirmish. These guys are mixed. Line. That's not how we drew it up. Huh. A little bit of bugginess. I mean, we definitely should clap them with skirmish, and I think we lose with line, so that's actually, like, a pretty important, like, distinction. That's a little bit unfortunate. What's the point of interventionism in single player? Laissez-faire is better. I think laissez-faire is just better, yeah, but I think it's, you want to give players options. You don't, just because an option is available doesn't mean it has to be, like, better or something. You know? Maybe we're supposed to defend for a bit. I mean, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to just have skirmish infantry instead of line infantry. So we're probably going to delete, like, all of our military and have to rebuild it up, which is actually incredibly obnoxious. We are going to up the construction sectors here at some point, but I don't know if we can kind of go for that yet. Kind of hurting a little bit on the income front. Maybe we just do this. Not legitimate if we do that. Can't pass the law. Oh, I'm fucking spacing out here. Alright. How do we form a legitimate government with these guys? The answer is we don't. God damn it, dude. I just want to get off traditionalism. I mean, maybe we go interventionism just because traditionalism's so bad. It really hurts, but... the rural folk are down. Maybe we do this. And move on to landed voting. And this will help the capitalists, or wealth voting. I think we don't do wealth voting. Let's do landed voting. Oh, they're gonna have so much clout under landed. Let's do wealth. Yeah, I know. You hate it. Can we get one push into here, please? One time? No, we're just pushing here instead. That's brilliant. Not into the strategic objective. We push into the Himalayas, not the strategic objective that is like a lowland area. That's like definitely reasonable. Dedicated police force, that's a big movement. That's a little spooky. Alright, will we finally get a push into Punjab so we can enforce on these boils? I guess it doesn't matter because we have a lot of infamy anyways, but I'm gonna start putting in some of these as well. Support the government, please. Gold is discovered in Western Australia. What's up, Akkad? How's it going? Reform it. Always find it necessary to do some cheesy IG stuff with EIC Landowners clout. It's insane at Game Start. Yeah, it's definitely not a thing. We're probably gonna have our third civil war here. Well, we don't like Gregory Eden, so... Can you just, like, let us have it now? Thanks. Bye. Alright, now I think we need to delete down our military, or try and figure out how we can swap these guys to skirmish infantry, because we don't want a bunch of line infantry. These guys are skirmish, these guys are mixed. These guys are mixed. How do we... Oh. Do we just use our brain? Is that how? No, that didn't do anything. So we still have the problem here. But we're not going to have any significant requirements for us on military now that we've taken Punjab here. And I think that... Well, these are in skirmish, allegedly. So we should have over... We had 96 before. We should have more battalions. We do have more battalions. Let's just manually look and see if every place is on skirmish. This says skirmish. Ah, God, this is such a problem, man. Check agitator for rural folk. We don't have an invite yet. I mean, we can delete down a lot of this, though. It is a bit expensive. Most of our guys are dead anyways, and the fact that, for whatever reason, these guys won't swap to skirmish, right? He's just stuck in at line. Whereas, like, this is gonna be... This unit is mixed right now, right? And the skirmish is way better. Can we really not upgrade them? Let's try this. Okay, we swapped everyone to irregulars. It doesn't swap them at all. Now we swap to skirmish. Or some of these guys conscripts that are never put down? I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Alright, let's at least get them to even numbers, I suppose. So these guys are all skirmish. These guys are gone. And so we're going to move these guys and combine them, the 1st and 2nd Army. These guys are all skirmish and these guys are all line. I mean, I don't hate deleting down a ton of military right now anyway. And instead building construction and merge this with the 2nd Army or something. Or merge this with the 5th Army. Burma starts immediately damaging relations, following us deleting almost all of our military. Yeah, with truth hurts. Oh, and these guys just gained a bunch of skirmish from Punjab. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with this. Alright, so we're losing money, not anything catastrophic, and we can start increasing taxes and upping construction. And we will. That is, of course, going to require a railway. Of course, the armed forces are a little bit mad that we just fired everyone, so there's that. They're gonna have some SOL losses there. Maybe we can't pass this. Yeah, the Industrialists just have such a hard time. We should just pass the one that's easy to pass. Oh, we have no problem passing dedicated police. So yeah, I'm fine with this. I mean, I'm not fine with that, but that's, like, we can deal with that, you know? Oop, didn't want to put it in Punjab. Punjab's gonna have some, problems. But the policing's fine. That makes the movement go away. Wealth voting. I thought it was supposed to give us positive enactment chance. Rip the dream, I guess. Or was that the clout of the intelligent? No, I thought it was... The number was green. It might have read a minus, though. Just click it again. I think it's a UI bug. I need to let it tick. Why are you always in line infantry? Oh my god. You just hurt yourself for nothing. I actually don't... I don't hate deleting a ton of military there, to be honest. I think that is not terrible. I mean, this deficit is a problem, but that's like... We're gonna handle that in just a second here. Definitely want these all to be iron frame. Gonna go into a little bit of a deficit here, which is gonna be uncomfortable because we are, oh yeah, minus land over political strength, let's go. We are a minor power, right? And so we are fully cranked up too. Let's see, where's this going? Might have to get rid of road maintenance here, soonish. It's really not, pushing the needle as much anymore. Also gonna do this. Progressing to consideration is kind of nice. We are also like, yeah, we should be fine here, but we won't be. You know what? We need another place to colonize. Procession go ahead. Rural folk don't love voting. Nah, the rural folk don't care too much. They're uninformed and semi-illiterate. This is a little bit spooky. I think we're fine. Could try and play a little slower here, but it's probably unnecessary. We're establishing a colony here even though we'll be cut off, because after we get to go, we'll have a native interest there, which will be kind of something positive for us. I think all of our academics are in South Bengal, so we want to do it that way. Right, we built a ton of government admins. We're starting to get out of this problem. It's maybe a little bit too big to build out of. We also have pretty big IP though, so we can use that for a little bit. But we had swapped everything to skirmish a while ago. Raj making colonies? Yeah, brother. You gotta live it. Full colonization. You're gonna exploit us, we're gonna exploit you. How we drew it up, baby. We do see a little bit of a movement here, so we can offer to side. That's kind of useless. We're not going to fight Tador over that. Let's take our infamy. It's probably really high. Yeah, it is. We'll just do that. We don't have a lot of agrarian stuff there, so lost that back. We hate to see it. Consolidate colonial rule. Just need Kashmir, Baluchistan. Oh, we need this too? We need all of this? Oh, yikes. Alright, we're gonna need to conquer these guys then. So we can subjugate the interior guy and then subjugate Oman. God, that sucks. I didn't realize. Alright, let's have a little bit of save in case things get weird. But, alright, we should have more than enough army now. As well. I was kind of keen on deleting it either way. Can we merge this with the 6th? Alright, let's merge this. Maybe we should decrease their autonomy and send. I'm not sure exactly how this works. Feminine. We'll do that one. We're not expecting it to be too big a problem. Hopefully we've kept the separatism low enough. I mean, we are kind of cranking up the taxes now. That should be enough. And then we're going to let the auto queue kind of clear out this investment pool for a little bit. Hopefully that works out. We're gonna lose a lot of soldiers there. Maybe we should split that in half before we did that. We probably should have. Consolidate colonial. Oh, what the hell? Did we fail the event? It said we had several use yet. What's going on? I think capital will cement our rule, to be honest. God, I hate that the reprimand the general, like, I hate that as an option. It's so catastrophically bad. Okay, I guess we've finished that, so we gotta urbanize, reform the Indies. We gotta get off land-based taxation. How long do we have? Or are we gonna fail this? Damn it. Oh my god. Central Archive and appointed bureaucrats are needed. Really? This just says land-based taxation. Or are you talking about in the abstract? It's needed. We're not going to take minus 5% bureaucracy. Wow, we just luck sacked the shit out of that. But we'll see if we can get it through at the end. This one should be without a timer. Are you saying it should be or it is without a timer? Also, I guess we didn't need to take Macron either way, anyway, so, but... There's no time limit. The bar shows as your GDP grows. Oh, okay. Got it. Moderate versus a positivist? Yeah, sure. How bad be? Just gotta make sure that we have a general. We're gonna add a frigate here. From, oh, we have to delete boats because our boats are bugged out. Yeah. I think all the South Bengal ones are not bugged, but I think these ones might be. Where's Bombay? That's Bombay. We need Bombay. Right. Can we delete these by hand? Because I think I know which ones. No, we cannot. Revolution break. Fair enough. Pharmaceuticals unlocked. Big nice. Peru Bolivia is formed, so we can no longer do the cheese, which is tragic. But I think we might just want this Arabia interest here then. Yet. So these guys aren't even prosperous, and this is something that I had mentioned before. I think it's going to be really hard to hit the prosperity on anything agrarian, and a little bit hard on manufactories. And so in general, like, I think, you know, thinking that you can rely on the prosperity bonus is not going to be good. But we have here, oh, is it only level 5 we need? This one, which is absolutely OP if you could get the prosperity bonus, because it's 10%, you know. Trouble with the commons. No, that's fine. Holy shit, we're losing so much money. Do we really have to, we might have to lead slim construction. Oh, we can't because we're breving. Alright, fair enough. You got me. I mean, we don't have taxes at absolute max, so... we probably should have done the cities one. Oh well. I guess we'll need Mummy's help one last time. After we get wealth voting in, we should be fine. Quinine could be a little bit faster, but maybe take Sinai. I've never played EIC because scared. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff about the EIC specifically. I haven't played that much of it, so I'm not necessarily the one to consult. Minus enactment time would be nice. Radicalism? Alright. We're gonna take the enactment time. That's gonna feel pretty good. And we want to be able to downsize construction, man. God, it feels bad. I think in Punjab we're gonna switch back to wooden frame here. We should have access to a few companies with what we got going on. Are we developing? Are we developing prosperity on this? No, we're not. We have to get these more productive somehow. I mean, I guess we can do some of this, because we could try and cheapen the inputs. Oh, but they're just not even employing. We need more demand. Alright. We don't have enough people. Or is it, we have, yeah, we have discrimination problems. EIC problems rear their ugly head. Basically. What is this? Oh, our rev actually pops. Okay. That's actually where all of our army is, to be honest. So there's that. But I think Mummy will provide. Mummy will provide, I hope. Also, we are building, of course, the really OP grain, right? These rice farms, which are taking a lot of, you know, employment for them, but this is driving up demand for this stuff. You know what? We could also probably build sulfur or fertilizer here. This will probably be decent. Get another native uprising. It's right over. Yeah. So once this guy finishes with this native uprising, he should be able to make it over there for the other one. Oh, we are getting shit on here. Can't conscript because it's broken right now. We would have conscripted. But it's broken right now. Also, don't know why this guy is 0 days left. That is a bit of a problem, huh? So he's stuck there. So why don't we reset him over there? And then set him in here? Because he got to 0 days left, but it was a lie. And then UK, Mummy's here. Don't worry, Mummy's gonna save us. Are you gonna try and reform the Indies? I am. Eventually. TM. Can't do it if we're illegitimate, though. Cannot do it if we're not legitimate. Damn, damn, damn. We'll have to do some of this. That won't cut it. This guy swapped to being a market liberal. That's the problem here. Alright, we'll do this. Or it's not really a problem. It's actually something we kind of like, but it's a problem for passing wealth voting, specifically. we do need some of our debt to be expunged here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to expand construction for a while. Then this guy's going to take care of that. Could delete down some navy too to try and pay for things. But, like, really the problem is we kind of let the interest rate get a little out of control, and you can't, we're a minor power, so floating a lot of debt is not, I mean, you could do a little bit, but this is a little bit too much. That's gonna help, -1 interest rate up on minting. Not gonna help a ton, but it's gonna help a little bit marginal. Bessemer process, nice. Oh, this is the wrong tab. Wait, why did all this swap over? Come on. Yeah, the problem is we can't deploy those up, and it's a problem of not having enough high-paid guys, because we need Englishmen, and Englishmen only. It's actually becoming quite a bit of a problem. We should swap back to this. Wonder why all these PMs swapped. I could have sworn we... Whatever. Wait, this isn't on. They're all condensing, right? Yeah, okay. Mummy to the rescue, though. Bankruptcy is a social construct. I mean, we could go bankrupt, but I think generally the construction malice is pretty bad. But we'd rather delete down some of our construction sectors, to be honest. Which we can kind of do now. We want to keep the ones in Anhara. But deleting down a little bit of military also helps quite a bit. I wonder why the thing popped after not popping for forever. We just had to wait a certain amount of time? Maybe that was it. A little bit better in a place that has sulfur, but we are going to have a decent amount of rice farms here eventually. And so this loop will be pretty nice, having both the tool and the rice here. We annexed the revolt, and now our army is bricked. So we have, it says we have 68 of these guys. Do we have to wait for them to get assigned to our things, or are they just gone? Yeah, we're in default. Except we're not. Interesting. The non-real default. Are we still making progress here? We are. Can we reform? We can. It's a little bit more legitimate. These guys have gone from not supporting to supporting. It's crazy. Alright. Yeah, maybe we just need to delete down some of these while we aren't revving. Swap them back to iron frame. Just kind of struggling here though a little bit. I mean, I feel like, God, there's just so many law passes to do. There has to be a faster way to do it. You know, that I'm just not using. We're also going to increase taxes again. UK starts to play against the Shogunate. I guess the UK didn't go to war at Great Qing when we had our interests there. It's kind of unfortunate. Can we get a lucky tick here so we can pass? Alright. Just kidding. Didn't mean it. colonize the Cape. You have gold down there. Kind of keen on grabbing that. We're just gonna let the auto queue kind of clear out. I really wish they used more of the investment pool here. We don't want our construction to go to waste, but we were hoping that the auto queue would pick much more up. And another problem is our company is not really it's starting to come up in prosperity. I mean, we're gonna keep pushing the coal mines here then. Yeah. We also have railways. How cheap is it? Nope, it's not cheap at all. So, yeah, just gonna keep on keeping on here. Actually, you know what? We need to maybe stop auto-expanding some of this stuff. Yeah, the discrimination's a problem, and it's not allowing us to, like, expand that stuff in the way that we want. So why don't we just build a tooling workshop here? And set these ones to auto-expand. Put a tooling workshop here. Alright, no. Put a furniture manufacturer here. Put it on auto expand. A little bit of something doing. Can we reduce autonomy? They will accept. Alright, confirm. Maybe that's not good though. I think we need that to annex them in as part of India formation. Let's actually take a look. We haven't taken a look at it yet. So nation formation, if we go. I forgot this is how the state of affairs is. I mean, we can annex some of these guys. Mysore has some of this, but I think we annex them eventually. We just got to get onto Panache. I guess maybe Central Archives is actually be pretty sweet. Yeah, we had to get... It sucks. All these buildings are so profitable and they would want to employ up, but like we can't because of discrimination. Can't find the capitalists. Can't find enough Englishmen to run this bizzle. Guy wants to enact protectionism as a landowner. That's kind of good for us, I think, because he won't freak out as much when we go laissez-faire. I mean, we're just gonna take the 15% enactment chance. I kind of would rather him stick around, but don't want him to stick around that bad. Abolitionists want census suffrage, appointed bureaucrats, census suffrage, positivist. Nothing really that we, in particular, want too bad. Ooh, do love that they're picking up the railroads a little bit. So we're gonna get to recover a little bit on the money. Still maybe have a little bit too much construction. Actually, let's wind down a couple construction sectors here, because they're building railroads here, right? And this is also going to give some labor, and it's also going to make it... We want our construction queue always kind of spending money, or like always using all of the construction it has available. So I wonder if 1.5 feels a little slower. Sins of the past, no. This is not too bad a roll though, to be honest. Obviously we'd rather just go through, but I think we're gonna stop auto expanding these things. They're profitable, but they're not fully... Someone died. Wait, what the hell? Oh, this guy's the new governor. Fantastic. That's good for us that the governor died. That's quite good for us. Also, to some extent, makes wealth voting less important. But now, this landowners can fade into obscure. And we get a market liberal landowner? Let's go, baby. A little late to the party. And now we actually would want him to be powerful, but it is what it is. Just auto-expanding out that rice, though. Trying to not put stuff in the queue to let the auto queue take over stuff, but alright, I think we are doing some bolstering, and I think we're gonna stop. And we're gonna see what it looks like post-election. Actually, we're gonna get started on laissez-faire right away, but this is, no one opposes it. Fantastic. Yeah, we should have started spreading out way earlier, because the discrimination. Big not nice, the opposite of big nice. I think actually you will locally want to make, like, some of these goods, which is interesting, with local goods prices. We also somehow have an army, but don't... Oh, it's adjusted. It just deletes all of our army when we revved? God, that kind of sucks. I mean, we don't really need the army right now, but kind of would rather that not be the case. That we... But we have a ton of barracks. Wait, what the hell? We're paying for these. This seems super buggy on this front. I mean, like, so what? We have like 5K-ish guys from Delhi, but we don't have 5K soldiers. So what is this supposed to do? Also, feel like we didn't. I feel like we swapped over our PMs before. When we won the revolution. Maybe we didn't. Weird stuff, man. But yeah, I think that... I guess we just need to delete army that's not... I don't know where our army's from. Where these skirmish infantry are from. We have like 10 guys that are actually in units, and we have like 50 guys that aren't. Alright, free trade party, let's go. But kinda keen on deleting the army that we can't use. I guess this is the price for revolutions at 1.5.1, and so EIC is probably not a very good choice to play. Wait, why is our... We signed a guy. Where is he at? Oh god. Sure. Mr. Garibaldi, welcome aboard. Alright. We have an election, the Free Trade Party wins. We could do this. This guy is, we have laissez-faire plus, yeah, they're both gonna support. laissez-faire. So now we're gonna get a monstrous 42 tick. Do have to figure out, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the military. I mean, obviously, what's wrong is this is a beta. Like, we have an 18 stack here. And like, why is this not a part of our... Alright, we're just gonna downsize all the little guys anyways, because this is kind of whatever. But it's like downsizing, because we don't know which ones are in the fucking army and which ones aren't. That's actually like so obnoxious. Do they just have to employ up? Is the problem that none of these are employed up and this is only giving us 5 units? I mean, but we have one that has a ton of units, so what's the problem here? We downsize this, nothing happens. Downsize it, and now we lose a unit. Downsize, we lose a unit, we lose a unit. So now we have 40 barracks and 0 units. Oh, we just actually nuked all of our military, like, in the middle of a war. That's cool. Like... This is frustrating. Gotta load. Trying to like solve this problem, and like I think it's because we revved, right? And then it just decides that our rev units aren't real units. Okay, we load and then suddenly all our army appears. Never mind, I guess. That's incredibly obnoxious. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to save and load a lot when stuff like that happens. I buy that we only have 30... Okay, well now we have way more than 30 units. Yeah. Are you winning, son? No, I'm losing the happiness game. This is the game I'm really getting crushed in. I'm like a little bit triggered right now. I'm definitely not winning. I think we do want to delete the military that's in Transvaal either way though. Oh, luckily we accept these. These are like British pops for us, huh? And here, we should be able to build there a little bit better. I am not winning, son. No. No, the son is not winning. If we find some gold there, that'll be nice for us. Are having a little bit of problems still. We're gonna come to Andhara and stop the auto production of everything. Yeah. Got a ton of cash reserves. I mean, the rice is kind of good at employing up, so... And it's profitable for now. I do want some migration here. But the problem is, like, we can't pull British pops here very easily. I guess we actually are pulling pops here, but... British ones, too. It's kind of interesting. Wait, what happened to our LF enactment chance? Oh wait, we didn't do this. Ripperino. 50% LF. Let's go, baby. Mummy shows up. Good Lord, Generalist Gaming, you've made a right muck of this place, basically. 100%, this is what's happening. I think we only have 6 more years to get on, Oh, fuck, I think we fucked up. I think we're supposed to be researching pan-nationalism by now. I think we're supposed to get it before 36, or 56. Oh my god. I think we fucked everything up. We don't have enough... Ooh, this run is scuffed as hell. I think we're supposed to be researching pan-nationalism right now. Or we need to finish it in 5 years, or 4.5 years. I don't think we can do that at this point. Dialectics is not spreading. I think we messed up the timeline. Yeah, I'm not sure how we do this. Does anyone know? We have to have pan-nationalism before 56, right? Or we cannot form India? What happens if you become the British Raj? Is it like game over? No, but it means we don't solve our discrimination problem. And we eventually just have to declare on the UK. It means the run's like super scuffed. I mean, perhaps it's fine and we'll just keep playing, but like, not feeling very good about it. Just wasn't paying close enough attention, trying to do all the other things. Yeah, this is also my first like EIC run where I've like made anything like except for just like checking something game start oriented. So but I don't think these 5 unis are gonna cut it. I mean, this is 27 months. I mean, 12 years. Yeah, there's no way. Right? It's like just impossible. Especially because we're about to default. Well, actually, once we get laissez-faire, we actually might be in okay shape. Maybe we need to have the rice farms stop expanding. The rice farms are so good, though. It's 2 buildings for the price of 1. Let's see if we can export this. We are producing quite a lot of it. Yeah, the hardwood glut in the early game now. Nobody knows what to do with it. So we're probably not going to touch the main queue for a little bit. Also got to do this maybe. And this. And this, and this, and maybe how does that make us not make as much money? God, we barely tax anything is really the problem. Yeah. Okay, we're kind of making money now. Money moves, that is. Trying to get out from under this. Oh, it's because our unis were employing up. Yeah, but we still gotta do this. We want to have a chance at this. Max number of companies, +1, and now we're making a ton of money. Holla at you, boy. Okay, so I mean, we could go the rice one. It's funny, we don't have enough rice farms for that to really make sense, though. Fertilizer building throughput, not insane. I mean, almost want to do this one. This is what we had before, just because we have so many of these buildings. Just for the throughput. We kind of want our unique one. I think we need we need a level 11 steel mill for this, so maybe we want to do that. Cultural exclusion. I don't think that helps us out very much, does it? Now we can go proportional tax, prop tax. It's gonna make us less money, but we want to get through the reforms, I suppose. And eventually it'll be good, so. Something like this. Cultural exclusion is the absolute worst law. Well, probably not the absolute worst, but I hate it. You hate excluding the cultures? Worse than ethno-state? Ooh, that's a thing. Didn't realize that. Something like this, maybe? That should solve that. Just hitting economies of scale cap on those. We're hitting economies of scale cap on the unis, hoping to maybe get this done. And, there's no way we can pan that. Fuck, we fucked it up. It's just super impossible, right? Even if we spread. Well, so we're gonna get dialectics. Then if we nat spread central archives, I mean, maybe, but probably not. Glad that happened in North Bengal instead of South Bengal. The hard times? Yeah, you're telling me. But now we're starting to climb out of this. Lower strata become loyalists. That actually might be okay. Oh, just in Punjab? Yeah, no. Push universities even more. The problem is we're gonna hit cap. We're gonna hit this cap. I don't think we make it, but we make it maybe if the tech spread's like super lucky. I don't think we can. But this is, I mean, that's what we're building right now. We're building this to cap. Cap is definitely gonna make us hit this. I mean, I guess we could go 31 on it. And we are getting dialectics researched, so we're gonna hit our cap pretty quick here, but we have to natural spread a bunch of stuff in addition. Because we have to hit it in, 36 months. We have to research pan-nationalism, and it's predicted in 9 years. So I don't know how we do that. That's a neat trick. Even if we build 100 unis, I don't think we do it. I don't think we can afford 100 unis either. Also, I don't think we can employ up at a level 100 uni because of discrimination. Well, it's probably not the absolute worst, but I hate it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's fine though to have like a little bit of a thing. Yeah, I know that the natural spread will make pan-nat cheaper, but I'm just saying it's like 9 years right now. And best case scenario, we hit dialectics, realism, and central archives, because we almost finished central archives, right? But then it's still probably going to take 4 or 5 years, because we have 4 techs left that are holding back our like spread forward. So like, we complete reform the Indies. Capitalist IPT or qualifications? I think we take the quals, to be honest. We have some problems with that. Alright, maybe the quals are wrong, but it's what hurts the most right now. Do public schools, pretty easy here. Same with pro-army. Alright, let's see what this is, an ethical policy. Let's unpack this. Literacy better than 50%. Okay, average SOL is greater than 15. Alright. Is spread nerfed in this patch? It seems like you're not researching the entire tree for free anymore. Well, I mean, we don't have a lot of unis. We just mismanaged this run, I think, more than anything. Like, it was not the most tight. To be fair, I did zero, like, this is my first time doing EIC, so I'm not too broken up about it, but I am a little bit annoyed that I didn't do this a little bit better. Kind of rather have free trade, kind of not doing a lot of trading though. Rather have pro-army. Agrarian Party's got a shitload of clout. I mean, we're gonna need public schools at some point here. And maybe if we pass it real fast, it'll, like, we'll be able to do something here. But I don't think we will. I don't think we're gonna be able to get pan-nat in time. So we have 14 weeks, right? And we have 2.5 years after that to get pan-nationalism. So we have none in Enhara. I don't think we have academics. Do gov-admins use academics? No. Yeah. Enact cultural exclusion. Well, we don't hate cultural exclusion, right? Weird random landowner reformer. Huh. I mean, maybe we do that instead. This public schools is not, it's only got 4%. I mean, we could do this and it would have, yeah, 4%. I guess there's just not much away. God damn it, dude. And we have super high enactment chance on this anyways. Yeah, the market liberal guy is gone. Oh, we probably forgot to build rails here. Let's do that. I mean, we heard the tech noise, but where's the tech? Okay, 7 years left on pan-nat. We have 2.5 years to finish it. Dialectics is gonna come. We're just gonna be a little bit slow. Still think there's not a way for us to do this. We don't hate these unis coming up several levels though. Right. I mean, if we spike mechanized workshops, are we capped? Wait, did we... Does that one not unlock? Oh my god, am I really stupid? I might be really stupid. No, that unlocks philosophy departments. That's what I thought. So now we're at cap. And so we're just getting more natural spread from our additional unis. Did we get lucky? No, we didn't get lucky and start nat spreading, kind of what we're already researching. This is gonna nat spread in like 19 months. So there's no way. So we're gonna come off of it. Damn, that's a bummer. Son of a bitch, dude. We're gonna be playing the slow, like, Raj kind of play, I guess. That's painful. Right, there's no way. Yeah, we have 2 years to research it. Because it's December. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're not going to do that. So, nitroglycerin seems a lot better in 1.5 because the explosives industry seems a lot better in general. And I think the metagame's to go for gold very aggressively, so... Damn, dude. Oh well. Yeah, definitely could have played this a lot better in some spots, though. Infamy is, yeah, we haven't been... No crashes though, so that's fantastic. So whatever the hot patch they did seem to fix this. So we might start recording the USA run. Also might be doing a little bit more streaming this evening. I think we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon here though. Conservative Party forums. I wonder who's on that. But yeah, we're gonna cancel some of these unis too, because we don't have the EOS for it anyways right now. And we'd rather focus more on construction, to be honest. Damn, dude. I feel bad about that. Is demanding to increase autonomy from Mummy and changing to Dominion status doesn't help? I think there's no way you get pan-nationalism even if you start to focus on that. I mean, I believe that's what you have to do. Perhaps I'm mistaken about this sort of stuff, but, yeah. We can make him radical. Give him social conscience. Oh my god, it's uber illegitimate. Holy shit, we fucked up. Merge this with the 5th Army. So construction's coming up, and then we have some government admins. I think we're gonna kick the non-government admin buildings up. They want agrarianism. I don't think that's gonna fly, bud. I don't think that's going to help us out too much, but... is what it is. Professional army. These guys, no, these guys don't have care towards it. Okay, so we can't pass schools right now. At least not the schools we want. Rights of assembly is easy right now, though. The idea of going guaranteed libs. I think we would just try and get the landowners out of here. Is that really our liberal party there? Tragic. They started ban slavery. What? Okay, we're just gonna give in. Alright, radical guy's now in charge. The ruler died. These guys want to preserve peasant levies. That's not going to work out for them. See the revs. Yeah, this has kind of been a bit of a scuff around here. Or maybe we have more time than we think? Is it automatically at 20 years in? Maybe we'll just research it after nitroglycerin and just find out. Oh, nitroglycerin's not spreading, so we're gonna get nitroglycerin soon anyway. So we're just gonna try this and see what happens. Yeah, I think we like that. We do want to just nuke their cloud. So, maybe this will work. It's been a while since we've saved. We're just going to save the game. We also might want to look for another play. You can make super legitimate government with the rural folk? With just the rural folk? Oh yeah, you're right. It's probably better. They are petitioning for agrarianism, so we do want to take them out at some point. I think that kills the petition. Or they might have to stay out, something like this. I forget that interaction. Do we have a play? What's going on? Well, we can't do a play on them because we have a truce with the UK. That's funny. Yeah, we can't reduce their autonomy because of our truce with the UK. I mean, we have cultural exclusion, which means we can siphon off pops a little bit better. Oh my god, did we forget to colonize? I think we forgot to colonize a little bit more. Actually, let's not do that one. No, let's do this. And then we can declare a play. Sintang does have a gold mine available. We're not even building our gold mine. Terrible. What are we supposed to go for? Maybe Bahrain. let's get rid of consumption tax. Now, where is they building this? Bihar? Yeah, okay, that's probably okay. Don't want them, like, auto-building that stuff here because of our... Like, we can't even employ the places we have built already anyways. Although they are... Oh no, the migration's negative. No, don't leave us. Don't leave me. They shouldn't be allowed to leave anyways. Except the British. If our British guys are leaving, that's really bad for us. $40K British exiles? That's so bad actually. That's annual projected. This tooltip just has to be wrong. There's no way this many British are leaving. 91.5, 91.1. Oh my god, maybe they are. Jesus. That's just gonna crush us. Because only the British are allowed to leave. God, it's so stupid. Every single one of them is like capitalist. And we can downsize this. Reset production methods. Did they increase the minting cap, or is it still 200K? It's still 200K. Only British guys allowed to leave our commune. Yeah, but 40K is so much. Like, what is this? We have 90K here. If we're losing this much a year, then all of our industries will, like, be wrecked. I hope that's not how... I hope it's just saying it as if it knows the population difference. If so, that's like kind of asinine how it works, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna take Bahrain. Pro-army. We have an agrarian guy who is a radical, so we could pass. I mean, let's go Reds of Assembly, I guess. Let's check in on our company. So we are getting the 10% state construction efficiency, but we're going to pull off on this one, which it's generating us a lot of throughput. So the throughput's somewhat nice, but I think that that's going to continue to fall off as the game continues. I mean, maybe would rather have this. Because we are constructing more of that. What do we need for the other one? We need multiple stuff for the rails, so this is going to be unique for us, or our railway thing. And this we have to have Bombay, and it has to have a textile mill or a steel mill greater than level 10. Oh, I'm guessing this is an and we're doing that right now. I think we're gonna swap to that once we finish, but maybe we leave this stuff up so that things can do. Let's also kick these to the back of the queue. I'd like to get through some of that a little bit faster. Do want to get the bureaucracy stuff though. EIC needs some sort of tax policy. It makes no tax for British, not heavily taxed. This makes sense. No tax for British, not heavily taxed other. That makes sense. Maybe. Having a unique tax law would be weird though. What is this? We see them finally do something. We've had an interest here for forever. So we're gonna offer support to Mummy. Mummy, would you like a bit of tea? We could ask for a bankroll, that's probably pretty hot. Transfer subjects. True Shield States would be interesting. War goals. Conquer state. Oh, they'll give us anything. We want Beijing, brother. Only 14 infamy. Give me that. Oh, Russia joins against us. Not ideal. We actually don't even have that big a military, I remembered. But we'll mobilize what we can. Market liberal, hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very exciting. Conquer Beijing is primary. I mean, they like our chances. Maybe we just finish up this steel thing faster. I'm keen on getting the new thing going. I'm not saying I think it's good, I just want to build it. A little bit of EIC action. How's everyone doing? It's a little bit more of a chill stream today. Kind of settling in to what's going on with this patch. Any thoughts, opinions, comments, concerns? We don't want that guy to die, because he is a market liberal, so... Do they all stack in this HQ? There's a 10 stack there. We're gonna try and navally invade Formosa here. I think we actually do want to build up the military a little bit too. Just the tip. But the fact that we can push in here is going to be good for us. Already have the front established. Rights of assembly. Nice. These really don't generate a lot of revenue anyway. We can just go into guaranteed. Well, we can kind of go into guaranteed. Well, we're just going to go into guaranteed lives. I recognize that we already are running a huge bureaucracy problem, and it's not going to... So maybe we actually, rather than pan-nat, let's do this. Into pan-nationalism, yeah. I think I like this. Because we are going to need a lot more bureaucracy. We're tired of building more of it. So here's our landing. It is not going well at all. Let's see how the UK's landing goes. I'm curious to see what they do. Like, they're landing with a 4-stack? That never works, right? Yeah. Oh, that's Wales. Okay, here's the UK's landing. I assume that 68er is them. I hope that 5-stack Navy is not theirs, though. Don't think that'll work out too well. Gold Rush. Resource discovery chances also pretty nice on these things. The UK should have a decent amount of this stuff, so I think we could turn on. Oh, maybe we can't. We'll turn on this one. We'll turn on this. Then we'll actually build up some explosives here, which kind of sucks, because... yeah. Put them at the bottom of the queue, actually. We will swap them over to ammonia soda. So does this succeed? Well, it looks like they're actually going to get in here. Okay. Huge naval huge landing penalty. Somewhere. I wonder how they came about having such a huge penalty. And they're on like line or something. Donation of knowledge. Do not want that Punjabi. Nice decree costs kind of okay. We're not really making very good use of our decree at this point though. So let's actually get rid of it. I think it's here. Yeah. We're fine, and then now we're going to be able to put in a new, or almost we're going to be able to put in a new company. This guaranteed libs is actually kind of passing faster than we would have liked. But looks like they've moved a lot of guys off of these fronts. Let's try this naval landing again. Or we want it in the South China strategic region because they're stacking in North China, so we're gonna try Suzhou. So naval. Try it there, because this is the 23. Oh, this is a fleet. This 132 stack is defending North China, right? Is anyone defending South China? The real question. Yeah, it looks like someone is. We don't need enactment speed because we don't even really want to enact it that fast. We're about to finish the steel though. Yeah, if we hadn't deleted all of our army like an hour ago or whatever, we would be in a little bit better shape for this, but move half these guys on over. Is our navy bug too? Do we actually have the amount of navy it says we do? No, there's just 35 that's like not where they should be. I think they're in Bombay and the other one. So if we downsize here, yeah, we're not losing levels here. So I wish we could assign these navy 2 guys, but we'll just do this because we can't actually make use of them right now. It's kind of stupid. Same with Madras. Yeah, it's not actually downsizing our 2 navies. Just a little bit buggy. I think we want... we'll transfer this to 8th Army. Or some of these to the 8th Army. And we could try landing Manchuria too, I guess. But that one's gonna help out quite a lot. There we go. So maybe we need to kick this the rest of this down to the bottom. Now, and then we could also do our company, right? Because we do have the level 11 thing. So the semi-unique one. Wait, what the hell? Why can't we do this Tata? Bombay. Is Bombay not incorporated? Is that the problem? We have Bombay. It is incorporated. Does Bombay specifically need these things? I feel like we did. Okay, any East India Company state region is Bombay, is an incorporated state. Any building, at least one of these textile or steel mills buildings, okay, it has to be in the state itself, which has not been how the other ones have been, but we'll just do this. Because it has to be over a certain level. Which kind of sucks, because we don't even have silk here, to be honest. But I don't think it makes much sense to build the other one, so we'll just build that. That kind of blows. Alright. Let's get guaranteed libs. Which should, yeah. We'll just do the textile ones, and then we'll actually put these at the front of the queue. And we're putting the textile ones so they construct faster. Hurrah. We could try a naval landing in Manchuria here. Maybe that works. Which is the farthest south strategic region? Manchuria. Alright. We can't land outer, so I guess we're just landing outer Manchuria because we can't land here. Oh, but Korea's involved. We could land Korea. Maybe. Let's try it. We are trying to land Korea. Nepal's a little rebellious, the truth hurts. We are also going to need a couple of these government admins after all. And here is our attempt. And that is not going to work. It looks like they haven't really moved any of their troops off of here, so that's really not going to play. Interesting that naval invasions are so much harder to do, which of course it's great from a game balance perspective, but obviously not used to it yet. Yeah, we can't just land with these tiny ass armies no more. Something like this. Build up the army a little bit. Well, I don't know how we ever enforce this, so... I mean, maybe when Russia pieces out. We just need to get some amount of dirt, a stranglehold, a foothold of any kind in Beijing. But Russia's eventually going to be done with this. Looks like the UK's trying to land in here. Not very successful. I think we could start ramping up construction again. Delhi has some iron. We're gonna put it on auto expand. Not sure there's a good way for us to do this, to be honest. It's probably gonna status quo out. I mean, let's just try landing Beijing. I think this fails, but I don't see how landing Korea could be successful, and this would, or unsuccessful, and this would be successful. It seems like a bit of a stretch. Yeah, these huge stacks that like aren't on. Yeah, we don't have an advantage here. Maybe we just swap to defense, to be honest. I wish we could swap all. I mean, or maybe we just try and push in through here. I mean, we're gaining ground here. And if Russia leaves before the UK wants to see this one out, what we're hoping... Oh, they put humiliate Russia. Yeah, they're never entering. They're never leaving. But this, it has... They have war goals on us for war reps, so... We're gonna make ammo here too. I don't think we can make ammo. Yeah, we can't make munitions yet. I mean, we're slowly advancing here. We would, of course, love Beijing. It seems like they have a really good company that they could use, too. Are we draining our IP? No, not really. God, it's huge. It's so big. This is funny. Oh, maybe we land Alaska? Oh, maybe we land Alaska, he says. Yeah, just gonna assign these guys to this front. For now. Alright, we have some time left on pan-nationalism, and we didn't spike the thing, so I guess we have a little bit more time then. I thought we did. I mean, now we have an advantage here. And better Miltech, so I mean, eventually we push through, but I think the UK is not gonna wanna stay in here long enough to enforce. I think he's gonna white peace. I mean, we could just say no to every white peace, right? Looks like the UK is -83 for the approval on the white peace, so they're not ready just yet. Crazy, we gotta put it in Bombay specifically to use this company. Russia gets humiliated. Now this should be way easier, huh? Wait, why did we lose a front? The fuck? That didn't kill Tibet. Oh, I hate this bug. So when someone leaves the war, it just moves everyone back. And for whatever reason, now Tibet's not in the fight. No, Tibet is in the fight. It's just bugged. And there's no front. There's no front? Is this a waiting thing? Is there a front, but they're just lying? Or is there no front? There's a front that redevelops. Okay, this is fine. Tibet was fully occupied, but you know, shoot your shot, guys. So we'll just continue through here. Oh, okay, we just get a super fast push then? Kinda silly, but whatever. And they go for their naval landings here. Oh, and it looks like they're gonna get in. Hell yeah, brother. We're getting Beijing, baby. Perfectly balanced PDX, yeah. As everything should, as it all should be. Perfectly balanced. I think we get to do some more construction sectors here. And I think we get to maybe turn up these mines. No, not yet. We could put the Industrialists in. God, they want to join the Agrarian Party? This is the worst timeline ever. I mean, the rural folk like protectionism. The landowners hate it. That does move the needle. It's going to be good for us. I think this gets, yeah, this is getting in, finally. I'm not even sure if we have, oh, we still are decaying infamy, hell yeah. I think for our queue, we're going to, in the back of the queue, throw up one of these explosive plants. Really want these up and going. I know we don't have anything else on auto expand here, but this is the best spot for them by a large margin. We also could use a government admin. We'll throw it at the front. Gonna auto expand steel here, and gonna auto expand steel up here. And we get this beautiful. So these guys got assigned to a navy. It looks like the army got assigned to a new army. I think we'll just keep both. We're gonna want to reset the PMs. But hopefully, yeah, we can incorporate off the back of that. We can. Oh yeah. Because it does have to be incorporated for us to use the unique company, and also this gives minus 10% throughput from unincorporated, which we don't want that throughput on that, but that is going to give us a little bit of extra authority to work with. And extra legitimacy from having the head of state and government. Hyper legitimate now. I think we're on max taxes already. Yeah, we are. We can run a new consumption tax, though. Big nice. Forget the exact percentage we have to run this up to before, like, it makes more sense for us to research labor movement into it, because labor movement is not spreading. But why don't we just do this into this, and that'll finish really quick, and then we will get pen that. Actually, let's just just go pan-nationalism. Try and race out the Raj here. So, can we... We're not involved in a diplo play, they're not involved in a diplo play, but we have a truce with them, so we can't declare independence. We're currently a dominion. Truces, yeah, 8 months. Okay. So I think we want to break free after that happens, and then we can form India. Breaching's damaging relations. I'm so hurt. We maybe want to protect these guys. Xing might side. Let's take a save though. It's been a while since we've saved. Actually, maybe conclude the stream here. We've been going pretty long while here, and do want to come in again later tonight. But overall, this I mean, what happened is we kind of reviewed some stuff. Pretty interesting. The company here actually looks really good. I think it looks very, very strong. This is a problem for us. So this company is insane, but if it's not... Yeah. Where's our unique company for them? Why can't we do the Bombay company? Tata. At least one of those. Building levels greater than 10. Is it not? Oh my god, we didn't do it yet. Alright. Let's get that company first, and then we'll conclude the stream. I think we get a free yeah, we have the free reform. We're not going to use it. Overall, been a little bit tough though. I think the Bengali force start is a bit better. Maybe the discrimination is pretty significant. I'll have to talk with Carnia about this after testing it a little bit. Apparently, we didn't scuff it from the pan-nationalism though, and they haven't forced the Raj upon us yet. So. I think we'll look to incur a little bit less penalty and just do this into this. And then come back for mechanized workshops here. We're about to finish the clothing, which means we unlock one of our unique companies here in Tata, which is going to give us weekly construction progress, so every building can build faster, and more private construction allocation, which is going to mean it's going to be easier for us to drain this investment pool. It's going to have 85% allocation, which is a big allocation. Now the problem here is that are we going to be able to get prosperity on this? Because we have prosperity problems on this steel, so we're actually going to disband that steel, and we're instead going to come in and establish on this, which the mineral ones will definitely be prosperous. And we'll get fertilizer building throughput in addition to construction and speed on this other stuff. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. And we're going to try and help our everything move in the direction of kind of our bonuses. We're going to build low level. We're going to put stuff on auto expand. And then the auto queue behind this is going to... not on the logging though. The auto queue behind this is going to hopefully, you know, find good opportunities as well. Something like this. But yeah, maybe the steel company is not super OP because it's hard to get the bonus, and if it's just steel throughput and output or building speed and this type of stuff, it's maybe not that good. But I really do think the resources are quite strong because they are going to be. We're not going to get the bonus from Tata either, are we? Interesting. We maybe want to start building tall in like Delhi for the textile mills. I think Delhi will be one of the best places to build textile mills up tall. And so why don't we put it on auto expand, let it start working its way out, and then add a couple levels of dyes and silk. We're not going to put it on auto expand, but just a couple levels, so that these will be much more productive. You know, because it'll make these quite a bit cheaper for them, I think. But we're going to save it up, and I think we're going to conclude the stream. Or wait, we have a few questions. But after I clear through these questions or comments, we're going to do this. Are you going to become India, or are you going to become a British Indian superpower? I think we're going to try and become India. I think it's a little bit scuffed, but we have to declare independence at some point. We don't really have the military for that. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go for us. We have a truce right now, so we can't declare. And the UK has been declaring on us pretty consistently kind of every 5 years. And maybe actually the reason why they couldn't do the event in 56 is because they had a truce with us. This is possible. And so maybe that gave us a little bit more time, and we're kind of making a mistake not just rushing this down. That's 20 months. How long is the British truce with us? 3 months. So I guess we're never outpacing that. But that was kind of the plan. I know EIC has got some weird intricacies, and you have to like know what you're doing pretty far ahead of time, and was not the case. People just voted for it and wanted to see it, so like this is kind of what we're doing. Can you show what happens to when passionalism is reached and then conclude? I don't think we get anything immediately, but when we get free from Great Britain, then we can form India. But I guess we could play a little bit longer, so let's play until we get pan-nationalism and then conclude, I suppose. It should probably only be like another 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, so we can do that. We're also playing at a decent clip here, so... I think if we're going to be building a lot in Delhi, though, maybe add a couple construction sectors. I'm just going to make the paper mills cheaper, too, so that's going to be nice. Going to spend money. Notably, Delhi, Punjab, and North Bengal look particularly good for building clothes tall using local like production chains, and so this is something I was interested in, you know, testing out quite a bit. So I don't think we could increase an institution. Just kind of got the low-level stuff. Elected bureaucrats. We actually would not hate going elected bureaucrats. We're not passing anything right now. The landowners don't like it, but we don't care too much. How much clout do they have? They have a surprisingly high amount of clout, though. Man, it's just the landowners and the agrarian party. I mean, the agrarian guys are radical. We could maybe try and go census suffrage instead of wealth. What we really need is education. God. Do that. Oh, why is it 14%? Industrialists, but your clout was like 5%. It just suddenly... Okay, whatever. I guess they're splitting some of the votes. Great Britain's now domineering. Not ideal. We want to increase our autonomy, turning us into a protectorate. Let's save it and just see... Oh, so we don't actually want to become free at this point, but protectorate would actually not be too big a deal. But I just want to see how they respond to this or what happens. So we're going to be loading, I think, either way, but we don't want... I haven't used this play before, so... What happens here? They're cocky, and we can't sway anyone, and we just get clipped. Is that what happens? Notably, all of these guys have interest there, so... But if we increase autonomy, being their protectorate actually seems a little bit better than, like, if we could get out and be able to protectorate, that actually seems like a pretty good deal for us. I love this loading screen. Alright, it's gone. Rip. Alright, starting to lose a little bit of money here. Kind of where we want to be, but we don't want to lose too much more, so we have to be a little bit careful. Maybe we could offer support for an obligation at some point to them. Maybe this changes the metagame for this. Yeah, so maybe we can use an obligation to force them to let us be a protectorate instead. I think we might try and see if we can reduce autonomy for this guy first. Can we want to acquire a little bit of infamy somewhere. Right, because we're reputable. Huh. I guess we can make, no, that's kind of not a lot. We can make these guys a protectorate. Little spooked by China, though, who has an interest in the region. China doesn't have an interest up here. We could just conquer Kalat, though. Oh no, we can't because they have good relations with us. We don't have an interest. Kind of like conquer Congo and then ask for an obligation. So we are decaying a little bit of infamy. We don't have to do anything against the true shield states because it's like a nothing burger of a war. We just get an obligation from them. And then with that obligation, maybe we can ask for independence. I kind of don't think we can, but we'll see. We're going to improve relations with them too. Kind of don't mind the rural folk getting kneecapped a little bit. They are really, really powerful. Yeah, we'll take that. Protectorate Persia. I'm actually not, well, I got mixed feelings on that play. I think it's a lot of infamy. You can get protectorates diplomatically by joining plays, and I think this might be a better way to try and go for Persia. I don't think we have mechanized workshops. Yeah, we don't. I think we swapped to Pan Nat here. Because this will auto-complete at a pretty decent clip. This will get us pan-nationalism a little bit faster. Media endorsements. Nice. Public schools are coming in. Which is actually going to mean we're going to need these government admins a little bit fast. Well, it's probably enough government admins. Yeah. I think this is fine. I really think that the company's metagame is going to be this resource metagame, where the resource ones are what you really, really care about. And that iron and coal are the two best resource. Hey Mirza, how's it going? Is that R in there? Mirza? We get public schools. Nice. The public schools, importantly, are going to help. Well, actually, it's part of the ethical policy, right? We have to get literacy greater than 50. That's a lot. I think we can land this. It's really just a lot of novelty here with like how landings are changing. You know, obviously, it's like a huge nerf to. Well, it's now you actually need a navy, which I think is appropriate. So hopefully they didn't become domineering again. They did. We have an obligation though, so they can't declare war on us while we have an obligation on them. So they're damaging. Oh, but they're damaging with us. Interesting. Let's just swap this one on over. That'll be good shape. I think we have enough. Do we have enough rails here? We have a lot of rails here that we could start using some of the rail PMs. I guess migration's really gotten this place to be good. We'll just turn on just the one. Maybe we want to turn it on for the dyes too. Tobacco. And the sugar. This rice, notably, gets built twice as fast as it should. I think we don't want a textile mill there, kind of randomly, and I think we'll just downsize this. We'll reset those. We'll reset production methods there too. Okay, so now let's take a save and see if we can increase our autonomy or get independence by using the obligation. No. Impact of demanded war goal is an effect. Expected military power difference, base value. So we would need a way bigger military, but we can absolve the obligation, but they also can't do anything against us while we have the obligation. They can't annex us. I don't know if they can't protectorate us, but we almost have Pan Nat here. So what we'll probably do is we'll research Pan Nat, Magua, and then we're going to save for the actual run, but then we'll demand independence and we'll give it to us, and then we'll swap and take the event. And just to kind of show you what happens. Actually, we'll save here, because we actually should be declaring another war. We're going to save here, and this is going to be EIC stream. We'll just save that. And then once we finish this, then we can do the thing. But we'll not continue from there. We could show how you get free from these guys. Well, this is my understanding of it. Maybe it's you have 30 years to do it. In which case we're 5 years earlier. I think after this we would want mechanized workshops. GDP's cranked up a decent amount. Alright. So we're gonna ask for independence here. They of course are confident we can't sway anybody, and they want to conquer a bunch of our stuff. Terrible. But what we could do is I'm gonna switch And this is just showing it. This is not going to be how we treat the run. We are going to give in. And then we're going to switch back to the EIC. And now we're going to get an event with the EIC about like some sort of schism sort of event. Do we not get it if this happens? Where's our event? Alright, here's the event. The end of British rule. India will be divided between the princes. This makes us become Bengal, and it schisms everything and it divides amongst all of our subjects. Notably, if we have no subjects, we keep all of our land, but we have accepted cultures and pops. This is the birth of the nation, the Indian nation. We just become India, which requires we research pan-nationalism. And then British rule must be maintained at all costs. We maintain all of our land, but we get a bunch of radicalism. Now, notably, these first two options lead us to not having discrimination problems. So we're going to choose this one, and we've become India. Now, also, since we have, you know, this nation formation, or where's our nation formation? No possible country formations? I guess we'll just be a hard raw dog annexing our guys. But now we have a bunch of pops that we don't discriminate against anymore. So let's take a look. Bengali, Tamil, all this here. Let's find. Oh my god. There we go. We accept all these pops now, right? So this is really good for us. Obviously, this is kind of what we're going for, and you know, our economy is probably not in the best shape because we're out of UK's market. Although it's a lot better than I thought. We still have all these subjects, and we do have a decent industrial base here or whatever, right? Which of course can employ all the way up. And so this is kind of the goal when you're playing EIC, is to get this sort of type of thing. You can't form India as India. The truth hurts. Yeah. Unfortunate, we cannot form India as India. You can if we go Bengal. Actually, let's try going Bengal there. You're wondering if Scottish India still works in 1.4 and beyond? Dude, do it big. Scottish India, truly the best timeline. Alright, so this is East India, and we're going to get the event, and we're instead going to choose the Bengali option. But I think they are no longer become our subjects. All subjects will become independent. Yeah. So if we choose this one, why don't we just show what happens, how it gets divided? This is what happens. And we get, you know, we're stuck down with this. Which obviously is not very good. Of course, if you annex a bunch of your subjects and release the few remaining, this isn't too bad. Well, this is bad in particular. So, you have to annex your subjects, yeah. But you can annex your subjects over time, you know. It means not expanding elsewhere, but this is something you can do. Notably, it seemed to take a lot longer to annex subjects as a result of the new changes, so maybe this is, like, less doable. Also, it's, like, more infamy to, like, run the entire chain if you have to go Dominion into Puppet into whatever. But this is what happens if you don't do the thing, and the other one is turmoil and also suffering discrimination. Because we don't discriminate now, versus what we discriminate against all the English pops. But other than that, we're not discriminating too much. So, you know, now the English pops become the slaves. But this is how it works. So, forming India as Bengal has better primary cultures, right? I mean, we have a ton of primary cultures as... we accepted almost all of our pops anyways, I don't think it's too big a deal. I'm not sure which is better, though. There might be a substantive difference. Maybe we can take a load here, but... and just take a look. So here we're India. We come into cultures, and we just sort by how many pops we have. I mean, we don't accept Han, but, like... and we accept we don't accept Equatorial Bantu, but we accept a whole lot. Forming India as hybridad is better. Yeah. I think these are, for a majority of the viewers, though, I think these are kind of hair-splitting differences. You'll accept almost everyone if you form India. But we're not strong enough to slough off the British rule here. You know, where we're actually at the run. And so, if we get the end of British rule, does the end of British rule event just pop naturally, though? Here, let's look it up, because I kind of want to know the answer to this question. Because if it just naturally pops after 30 years... You accept Mahayana on freedom of conscience? Based. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that, yeah, if that's what you want to do, that makes sense. Does anyone know exactly how the event works, though? Or what triggers the event? Like, does it eventually trigger on its own? And are we on a bit of a timeline to avoid the Raj? Couldn't you form India if you stayed as East India while taking the radicals? No. If you stay as the East India Company, you don't have... Your primary culture is British, and the only thing you can form is England. And so this is the problem. With that, specifically. But, yeah, I gotta ask some people how exactly this event works, but I think you have to, the trigger's just becoming independent, so I think it's just, eventually suing for independence. It'll be interesting to go, I think just going to being a protectorate might be better in the, well, no, actually, just being independent is probably best, but we're not in a position to do that. Hey, we love to see it. So, you could form UK, not just England. Yeah, but you have to form UK first, no? Oh, you can't form UK as long as UK exists. Yeah. I was thinking you had to move up the chain, but it's a UK existing thing. So, can you form India while fighting for independence? I don't think so. That would be really strong if you could. I don't think you can. We haven't annexed any of our interior states, which is maybe a mistake, but, yeah. You can just, like, in the 3v3v3 format, the best way to probably do this, though, is, here, let's show a third idea, I guess. Let's exit to main menu and just talk through kind of a third thing, which is, if you have multiple people, which is relevant for the 3v3v3 multiplayer format, then what you can do is you can actually do something kind of neat, which is, so the EIC is going to get released, but what we do before that is we're going to release all of our subjects. Alright, so this guy, diplomacy, or interactions, grant independence, sure. This guy, grant independence. We're just giving them all independence. Tragic. I guess in theory, Hybridad, you would want to start a play to annex them before we do this at all. But, so you can start one play to annex one person. But we do this. Now we have no subjects. Now, we switch to UK. Now, in theory, you would have someone be your partner as the UK, or they're forced to release it as per the rules of the format. So we switch back to EIC now. Now, when we had to do Bengal before, we just got these 3 states over here. Now we're going to get the end of British rule event again, and we're going to choose become Bengal. But now, since we don't have any subjects, they won't get all of our land, like all this like snaky interior territory. Instead, we will get to keep it. If we get divided amongst the princes, we will notice there are no princes, so we get to keep all of Bengal here. So this is like another thing that's like kind of interesting to note. But I think a little bit better would have been to start an annex play on Hybridad before we get released. And that way, or before we take the event, that way we already have the war started, so we will get all of Hybridad. And this way, you know, you have a big economy, but very importantly, you accept everyone. You can form India, because you're now Bengal. So now you just have to subjugate a bunch of these guys, which is fine enough. Although now you can't get access through all of them, so I guess some of these guys you would actually have to go for conquest, so probably going on conquest on this guy, this guy, this guy. Also don't know if you can form subjects with just protectorates, so you're going to have to run them up one chain, but the idea is you eventually form India here. And you do this. It fires when you're not a subject and not at war. Yeah. Have you been Doctrine of Lapsing? I am unfamiliar with the Doctrine of Lapsing event. Because this is an EIC thing. Oh, I have not been Doctrine of Lapsing. Yeah, so this run is like super scuffed. Because I should have been Doctrine of Lapsing. I mean, it's more infamy, right? To Doctrine of Lapse. But it's faster. But here, let's show what the Doctrine of Lapse is. And we will eventually reload that. Inherit subject for free every 2 years. Yeah. I completely forgot about this. So this is the Doctrine of Lapse. And so it does give us like a Hybridad's actually decently expensive, but we could just do this and, you know, oh, yeah. Oh, that just took that? Yeah, that's probably not worth it. It's way more infamy to be Doctrine of Lapsing. But ban it. You know what we're gonna ban? Going interventionism. But wow, the stream kicks up just as we're like trying to outro it, because we're like talking about stuff. I guess it's because the chatter rate is a bit higher right now, because we're just like talking about the EIC stuff. You annex the state that it says. Yeah, I just saw Hybrid Daddy and my eyes went red, because I know that this is the best, or this is the highest GDP state that you can like kind of incorporate. They're promoting social mobility and using agricultural stuff. I'm not entirely certain it'd be better under my hand. That it says it's not inherent, yeah. But I think we're gonna wrap things up. You know, did play around on EIC a little bit. You know, I do think that this is something to note here, which is that, you know, it's the manufacturers specifically are just kind of hard to maintain productivity on. And maybe it just requires playing around it, but specifically with steel, the steel can be a little bit hard. And we're not trading with steel, right? And we don't have our own market, so maybe this isn't a fair comparison. But steel notably has a really booty margin. The French will take it. It has a really bad margin between the total cost of the input goods and the total cost of the output goods. And so I think it's going to be hard to maintain the bonus on. And so, you know, maybe the company that gives the 10% construction is actually not going to be good, because it's going to be too hard to maintain the bonus on, because it doesn't have a resource industry tied to it. But something like this is going to be insane, because railways, also hard to maintain profitability, right? This is why you have to This is why you have to pay subsidies. But if you have railways together with coal mines, you're probably going to get to hit, you know, your prosperity bonus. And then, like, kind of scrolling down more, you know, the bonus I'm talking about is the one that's just iron. So this one, the premium steel company, where it's giving iron efficiency, or steel construction efficiency, or state construction efficiency, this is an insane bonus. This is by far the best bonus. But we are relying on the steel being productive in order to do it. And so, you know, it's like, you know, what are we doing here? But compare this to something like the Carnegie steel, which, okay, it has a way worse bonus. Or what we have here, Tata. This has a way worse bonus. You know, construction, progress, and private allocation, way worse. But now we get to build textile mills faster, and build steel mills faster, and get throughput on both of these. Like, Tata might be just better than that generic steel company, you know, and, like, even more, like, it'll be easier for us to, like, something like this is going to be way easier for us to keep our productivity, because the coal mines will buoy up the steel mines, right? And so even though iron mines building throughput and railway building throughput's not as good, it's still pretty solid. As the construction, I think maybe we don't want to do the thing. Tata. Yeah. If you're on interventionism, you can get the bonus. I mean, so productivity... Is that how productivity is calculated? I think when you're paying the wages through subsidy, it doesn't get more productive. But I guess I haven't taken a look at this. So, you know, productivity is this, right? Let's see exactly how it's calculated. Revenue minus expenses incurred from consumption, dividing by the total workforce. Okay, so revenue minus subtracting the expenses incurred from consumption. Oh, it's just the consumption. It doesn't include the wages. So you can blast the wages to space. Tata decrease? What? That is interesting, then. Well, so interventionism gives you one fewer company and is overall, I think, worse. But this is something I'll have to try out. If you can always get the steel bonus, that company is insane, right? If you can guarantee that you'll get the steel bonus always, it's insane. And it's how much economic value a building is making per employee. It's taking the revenue generated from production and subtracting the expenses incurred from consumption. So it's not including wages. The difference between productivity and average annual wage is the building's weekly balance, also known as profit. Yeah. And you know, so it'll just be a matter of keeping... Well, you still have to keep the iron and the coal cheap in order to make sure, or increase demand for steel as much as possible and keep this cheap. But yeah, it does seem like, I think that subbing won't guarantee it. I can test on France or UK. Yeah, let's just... You. I can't test on them. They don't have a high enough steel mill. British steel conglomerate. So we have no prosperity here, right? We're on LF. AI swapped LF. So, is construction efficiency so worth it if you have to keep steel expensive and increase your construction costs? I'm not sure it's worth it, but it's interesting. It's an idea. Construction efficiency is real good, but I think that there's a... Well, so... Like, this... You know, all things equal, if you could subsidize on LF and do this, you would obviously do it, I think. And, you know, this would make it so that... This would actually make the steel cheap, because you would produce a lot of it. The problem is you have to keep the iron and the coal really cheap. Is, I think, the bigger driver of being able to keep that one profitable, to be honest. And that, I think, will generally be kind of hard on India, maybe. But that's like, I would have to test. I can't just like look at that and know how worth it that is. My intuition is that LF is just better, even if the LF is not going to be able to spike the company. I also think if you force a ton of coal and iron, that should help make you be able to get the bonus, as long as you can force it. And so, you know, I don't think it overrides that, you know, loan interest rate, capitalist IBT, the 70% allocation is actually better, the additional company. But it's interesting. I think we're going to wrap up, though. We did play quite a bit on EIC. Had a good time. Took Beijing. Normal stuff. The Beijing company also looks... the Beijing company also looks really good. Is, I think, important to note, because... There it is. This company looks pretty good to me, especially if you're a little bit more backward, because you're going to be getting the bonus, and the tech spread bonus is like not absolutely insane, but I think it's pretty good. But being able to build the railways faster, get more throughput on railways, and having it attached to iron, I think is going to be really good. And it's like, it's going to be one you acquire through like a natural expansion, which is obviously taking Beijing. Now, taking Beijing is going to be a lot harder. A lot fewer countries could do it at the start, I think. Classic UK doing UK things. But I think we're going to wrap this up here. Thank you all for coming out. I'm going to play an ad and then probably be on our way here, because, you know, obviously, we got one more question, because everything else will be built privately. Because everything else will be built privately. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that statement. I mean, you force and build the stuff around your companies, and then the private queue is going to build a lot of the consumption goods and stuff. And I think that this is going to be how this stuff plays out in general. Maybe not. It's interesting to see them use the Great Western Railway, which I think is, I think they acquire that from this, and they were using, oh, this company is so good. They were using also the East India Company, which I think is probably not that good. But this company is very, very, very strong, I think, and you're going to be getting the shipyards modifier and this type of thing. If you wanted this company, though, you could just take Lancashire, so something like this. Anyways, everyone have a good one. See you later. Probably be on a little bit later tonight, so...